Good evening and welcome to Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex for a Week 4 matchup of your Libertyville Wildcats against the Scouts of Lake Forest. I am Kevin O'Neill, and with me is Coach Bill Mix.
Hello, everybody.
And down on the field is Coach Chris Davis, ready to go and ready to give us some knowledge tonight. Coach Davis, how are you?
He can't hear us yet.
He's doing good, we can tell. So let's see. So we've got a 2-1 Lake Forest, who is 1-0 in conference, and a 2-1 Libertyville, who's 0-1 in conference, meeting up in this Week 4 matchup. So obviously this conference is one of the toughest in the state. Libertyville struggled last week against Warren, and Lake Forest got the opportunity to beat the tar out of Waukegan. So, Coach, our offense this week. Coach Mix, what are we looking at? What are we going to be? We'll see our offensive lineup here. We'll see the starters. So last week the Cats' offense struggled with only 5 running yards. Quinn Chambeau was 12 of 20 for 208 yards passing. His top targets were sophomore Blaze LaVista and junior Seth family. And so you can see Quinn's back there. We've got our nice big offensive line.
Since we were on last time, Gavrick's had a 2-touchdown game, hasn't he?
He has. Yep, indeed. So, yeah, we're back from a week layoff. So there's your offensive starting lineup. You have a bunch of linemen who are going both ways out of that group. And then Charlie Clark acting as a true throwback fullback. And then the really potent deep threats of Blaze LaVista, Luka Nikolic, Gav, as Coach Mix just said, and then Sam Seth. So Coach Shack was nice enough to give us some keys to the game as far as what are important that the Cat offense needs to do. And so they obviously need a bounce-back week from last week after only gaining 8 yards on the ground. And so Coach Shack's keys to the game really kind of circle around some very common themes that your offense usually does. Your offense wants to protect the football. They can't have turnovers. They can't afford any turnovers. They want to do what he's called hunt big plays, find those big plays, and have an opportunity to pounce on them. What do you think what was his wording there, Coach? He's very particular about his wording.
Well, I think when it comes to Chambeau's been on time and on target a lot. And I think big play opportunities have been there. So I think he just wants to take advantage of everything they can get tonight.
For sure. And then win the down and eliminate penalties is the next offensive key to the game. So win every down, one down at a time mentality. Don't let up at all. And that's what we are looking at right now. So the band is coming out onto the field to get us ready for the national anthem. We will hear from Coach Davis after the national anthem, and we'll get you our defensive side of the ball, and then we'll hear a little bit more about Lake Forest as well. So we'll turn it over to the best band in the land, and Mr. Carnstedt looks like he's doing the directing now. So we'll see you on the other side of the national anthem. Nice job by Mr. Karstead and the LHS band as we see the fireworks going off, getting us ready for a Libertyville kickoff.
On a Thursday night.
Thursday night football, prime time.
Felt a little different with the prep. Wasn't ready.
For sure, snuck up.
Okay.
So defensively for the Cats, we're going to see a similar starting lineup that we have seen defensively for the Cats the last few weeks. A lot of the linemen going both ways. A very skilled defensive backfield with a former quarterback back there as the Cats take the field. So the defensive linemen, McGrory, Richter, and RVB, they are doing double duty a lot of times, as is Charlie Clark. At defensive back, besides those guys, we'll also see Will Carney and Tommy Bunick rotating in.
I noticed that in the paper, Coach Jones pointed out that Strader and Basic have been playing really well.
They have, for sure. When Mason is healthy, he's one of the fastest players in this program. Mason Marabella, excuse me. And Strader, for sure, he's just a tough, hard-nosed kid who only knows one speed. It's awesome.
Coach, what you got for us down there?
Well, guys, as you guys are finishing up, wrapping up, talking here, as we look ahead to Lake Forest a little bit, the Lake Forest defense led by head coach Chuck Spagnoli feature a 3-4 defense here. A lot of pressure coming from Lake Forest. So one of the keys to watch for the game tonight will be to see how Libertyville handles the Lake Forest pressure. That for a long time has been the Lake Forest MO. You kind of know what you're going to get from the Scouts tonight. A lot of formations on their offense, trying to run the ball with that outside zone scheme. Defensively, that base 3-4, trying to bring a ton of pressure from you.
Thank you, Coach Davis.
Coach Budge was talking about that just before we went on the air tonight about the zone formations and having to stay disciplined.
Having to stay where you need to be, trust that your other 10 teammates are going to be where they need to be and do their job. And every coach who I've talked to, every defensive coach I've talked to said how they don't have a ton of plays, but they have a ton of different formations. And so knowing the down and distance, knowing what they're likely to do, regardless of the formation they come out in, it's about being disciplined and trusting your keys. Coach Budge gets these kids coached up. They have a good idea of what's coming and when it's coming. And so just got to do your job. So Ben Ratner is lining up to kick off.
Looks like Martin Hippelback on one side for the Scouts, standing at about the 5-yard line. I think that might be Graham Garrigan. I can't see. Can you see, is that number 4, Coach, on the far side down there?
Could be.
Feels like Garrigan.
Yeah, that's 4. Jack Trudelar, Tommy Bunick on the near side here. Hayden Kuntz, one of our safeties.
High deep kick, going to come down at about the 5. Hippo picks it up, driving up the middle.
Gets
to the sideline. Got him corralled, going to knock him out at about the 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Scouts at the 28.
Our outside contained guy did a really nice job right up until the moment he sucked inside. He thought he had a shot at it, and he went inside, and that opened the corner and allowed about another 8-9 yards. You really have to stay disciplined if you're that outside contained guy.
Well, we were talking about it before the game, and here come the Scouts and their offense and their very large quarterback.
6'4", 230 junior.
Daniel Van Camp.
So if you look up at the top of your screen, number 81 is their number 1 receiver. He is their big guy. Charlie Markey is their big guy. They go to him all downs and distance.
Inside handoff. Oh, big hit at the 30-yard line. Looked like, was that Basic? I can't tell. 34. No, Charlie Clark. Charlie Clark came up, hit him.
So we're going to have our eyes on 81. He has been hit deep, hit middle, hit short. He is Van Camp's favorite receiver, and they'll move him all over the field.
He's out far left. Garrigan in the eye. Another inside handoff. Garrigan's going to get another couple yards, pushing forward. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Lake Forest Scouts.
So while we have our defense on the field, we have our defensive keys to the game that Coach Budge was kind enough to share with us, what he thinks are the most important part. And just as Coach Mix and Coach Davis said, it's all about stopping the zone. Stopping that zone run, stopping their execution. Need to stay home, need to stay disciplined, and be ready to go. The second key that Coach Budge gave us was recognize those formations. Know where the scouts are going to be and what they're likely to run out of that.
Stack receivers to the left.
That's their bunch formation. They run that a lot.
Coach O'Neill, as you were talking about those keys to the game that Coach Bud shared, as you can see the running play here on 3rd and long, that's not necessarily the down and distance the scouts want to be in. Their offense is predicated on being able to churn it out a little bit, grind out the clock, be in more third and manageable situations. Especially the past few years, haven't always been excelling in the long distance situations. So something to keep an eye on for the Cats.
Excellent. Keep them buried. And so the scouts come out in their quad punt. They have 4 guys spread out. They're going to roll. A little
Kicks
rugby
out to the
pump.
right. Get away from it. Ball's going to come and die at about the 43-yard line.
Shank-opotamus off the end of his foot.
La Vista and Kuntz were back for that punt. Didn't get anywhere near it.
The entire Lake Forest program runs their punt that way. It's not a bad way to do it. It makes you coach up one more thing. Watch out for the fake. But that was just not very well executed on the kick.
Coach O'Neill, like you said, there's always that fake coming out from Lake Forest from that punt formation. Something, again, to keep an eye on tonight.
Yep.
Looks like DB is in the tailback position right now, Coach. Quinn
Yes,
Shambo, 3 receivers right. Fake inside, bubble screen out.
Nice block
Good
on
block.
the edge. Oh,
Gonna get
one
about
man.
3.
Blaze LaVista, that was to Mason Marabella. Blaze LaVista with a nice block. One guy just got out, and we couldn't turn the corner on him.
Okay. I thought it was the Seth, but
Or maybe
it's tough to see.
Guys, one thing to watch here early on, I'll be interested to see, Lake Forest really doesn't like to get out of there. Like, defensively, they do what they do. It's been the same way, like I said, for a decade plus, and they're really good at what they do. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust to the Cats offensively here.
Ooh.
Inside pitch. Oh, blown up. That's going nowhere. Someone got good penetration there for the Scouts. Jumped inside.
That was Josh Holtz, big junior tight end, trying to find a way to get him the ball, get him more involved in the offense. See, it's almost like a little flick pass there underneath.
Pressure here coming from Lake Forest.
It was Finley Goodman for the Scouts who blew that play up. 2 receivers left, 1 right.
Everybody's back. See if they do a delayed blitz. But
Nah, not here. This is where you'll see a little bit of the adjustment for them, which is definitely something they don't want to do. A lot of respect here for the Cats offense to start it out.
7 guys behind.
DB, ahead of steam. He's going to get out about 3, maybe 4 yards short of the first down. Gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They had 8 guys who were further than 5 yards away on that play.
And that again, a lot of respect shown there to the Cats offense as we now are getting into the meat of the season. Teams are starting to get a lot of tape on each other, and especially conference schools that play together each year. A lot of respect is shown there by the Lake Forest defense for the potent Cats passing attack.
Shambo, left-footed punt. Gavigan is back with calls for the fair catch at about the 16-yard line. That's where the Scouts will take over. That was Graham Garrigan on that
Nice catch. Track
Yep.
that down. Good fair catch.
All right, we're down to 7:58 the first quarter. Both teams have had a possession. What do you see so far, Coach?
I mean, right now it's hard to say, exactly. It's exactly what Coach Budge and Coach Davis told us to look for on offense, that they're going to want to run, that they told us their big quarterback wants to get the ball out, wants to distribute the ball to his playmakers. And offensively, the Cats just scuffled a little bit. I think we got trying to get the ball in Josh Holt's hand is a good decision. We just got to figure out how we're going to start moving the chains a little bit.
All right, looks like we have Martin Hippel in the backfield behind Van Camp. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Looks like an H-back to the right of Van Camp. Inside handoff to Hippel.
Oh, nice
Again, I
tackle.
think that was Charlie Clark again. Looked like he got knocked down to his knees and still jumped up and made the tackle.
Yep. Just
Player
for the
number
record,
32 will relieve the game for 1 down.
oh, his helmet came off, so he needs to leave the field. Number 32 for the Scouts.
Martin
That's
Hippel?
Martin Hippel.
Right.
For those of you keeping score at home, the quarterback is larger than all but one of his offensive linemen.
It's a big man.
It's a big dude.
All right, looks like Garrigan's in the backfield.
That number
to the
81 split
left.
out all the way alone at top.
Yep, 2 receivers right. 81
Way spread out. Yep,
Way
and he's
spread
looking right at him. Look at that.
on the cross. Goes
Nope,
down
I
to
think
a
that ball
knee.
hit the ground.
I think he caught it.
Well, it turns out you're right.
And that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 4.
So they will run him deep. They will run him on hitches. And Coach Davis, that's right what you said, that they made that a much more manageable 3rd down here.
And that's where here, notice a little bit difference of between the Cats attack that's very explosive through the passing game. Here, Lake Forest very content just to churn the clock, keep the Cats offense out the field.
Bunch formation to the right. Catch, jump, and there goes the laundry. It's going to be
Dead
a
ball.
first down.
Encroachment on the defense. Number 64. 5-yard penalty will result first down.
A little over eager.
Little over eager. Got to watch that ball.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, it looks like. 2 receivers right, and 2 left this time. Garrigan in the sidecar. McCamp's looking right, it's throwing out into the flat.
Ball, ball,
fumble!
ball, ball. Nope.
Did he fall on it?
Yeah, they got it
That was
back.
Charlie Marquis you were talking about, their big play receiver.
Yeah, I mean, they went back to him again, and
Yep.
that was just a little out and up.
He made the first guy miss.
Got to slow down, come under control to make that play if you're the defensive back. He's a big kid. It seems like you've got plenty of room to get up under him, but you just got to slow down and wrap. Don't worry about delivering a real heavy hit. Just worry about making sure you get the tackle.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Looks like Garrigan in the sidecar again. Van Camp corrals it. Rusher is
Nice.
free. Rusher came in free from the left-hand side.
Excellent.
That was number 44, Jake Gimbert. Yeah, number 44. Jake Gimbert came free from the
Way
left-hand
to go,
side.
Gimbert. Nice job. Well-timed blitz.
So
You know, it's funny, Coach Davis, you're talking about grinding out the clock and grinding out plays and first downs. It feels like they've had the ball for 4 minutes on this drive, and they've moved 12 yards.
And that's one of the things, too, guys, mentally as an offense that can get a little frustrating is when, especially when the first series is 3 and out, and you don't see the ball again here until a little later. Just got to keep your head about you a little bit. Keep patient. The Cats are explosive enough to be able to score at any time.
Screen, screen, screen.
Nope.
Nope.
Tried
dead
to
ball.
hit
He threw it
Hipple.
forward.
Yep, tried to hit Hipple. So it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
You know what? I didn't see a heck of a lot of screen in there in the scouting report on these guys. That's a nifty little play. As you see the replay here, drop back, dumping that off to Hipple. He got a little too excited there, it looked like. That's a nice play call. I like that there on 3rd and 3.
You know, Mix, while you guys were out the last broadcast, we were able to bring back a little throwback from the freshman football playbook circa 2000 with the tight end screen when we had a screen come in.
Oh, nice.
Nice kick. It's going to roll, getting away from it. It's Mason Strader back this time.
That ball's got to be caught. You've got to see which way he's rolling, know which way that punt's going to go, and you've got to catch that ball.
So Cats switched up their punt returners on that one.
Yeah, that's 10 yards right there, a difference, and plus anything you get on the return. But even if you just fair catch it right there, 10 yards can be a very big deal.
All right, so the Cats are going to start at their own, 19-yard line. Shambo with his usual cast coming on out. Looks like Seth, LaVista, and Nikolic on the right side. DB in the
Officials
backfield.
timeout. Number 4 for the offense needs to be removed for 1 down.
I missed that, Coach. Why did he say?
Coach Davis, you have any idea down there what's going on?
I'm not sure.
All right.
It might be an equipment issue, not quite positive. Hard to say what is the call for that one.
All right, Gavrick comes in for him. So we got 3 receivers out right. DB still in the tailback position.
Josh Holst, a tight end.
Inside handoff to DB. He bounces it right. Got a little bit of a hole. He's going to get about 5. Nice little first down play.
There we go. Like to get him in space. That's where he is most dangerous as an offensive weapon. You see him here. He gets the handoff. He bounces to the outside. Nice block there by that's number 55 by I don't know who it is actually. It's not Samaras.
John Wald.
Could have been. Is that 55?
55.
Did I see
John
the
Wald.
number right?
Yeah. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Fake out to the screen, out in the flat. I think it was Gavrik. Got steamrolled, maybe 3 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Cats.
Guys, I don't think we're going to see that drop 8 defense right here coming from Lake Forest. On the
3rd and 2. I agree with you, Coach.
So offensive line here needs a nice push, get this first down, get the Cats offense a little momentum. With the Lake Forest offense just churning it out like that, it's hard to get anything going for an offensive unit. And then going 3 and out just further shoots that in the foot.
Nikolic and Seth way far left.
Way out. Which makes me think it's a run to DB here. Oh, how about that?
Chambeau's looking for some space, and he's not going to get it. He's going to get pulled down. Maybe a loss of 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 3.5. So
there's the pressure you talked about, Coach Davis. They brought 2 guys, one from the inside, one from the outside there.
And guys, that's just something when you know you play Lake Forest, you know you're going to deal with, and you know they're going to win on some of them. You know the opponent gets a vote too when the game is played, and sometimes it just doesn't turn out your way. You just got to keep fighting through it and know the Cats will be coming back strong here in the next drive.
all right, Garrigan's set back on the Lake Forest 40-yard line, waiting for the kick. Chambeau,
No rush at all. Lots of time for Quinn.
nice kick. Ball's rolling down.
Keep going,
Keep
baby.
going, out at about the 22-yard line. Great punt. Well done. It was almost a 50-yard punt.
That certainly helps. There's no doubt about that.
All right, we're down to 2:37. Still nothing on the scoreboard for either team.
Hey, be sure to visit LHSDOI.com to view coverage of tonight's game, including player interviews, stats, and the full recap. Jack Birmingham brings it to you every week, so check out the website throughout the year for timely coverage of home sporting events.
Doi, doi, doi. The DOI. Been around a long time.
1923 was the first issue of the DOI.
All right, here comes Van Camp. Garrigan in the backfield.
That bunch formation again tight.
Marquis is, I think, out here on the right. Inside handoff. Garrigan got a little bit of a hole. He's going to get about 5, maybe 6 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and about 4, it looks like. Nice little first down run for them.
For sure, gets them out of that deep in their territory there and sets up for a 2nd and short. A lot of options in the playbook here. They're in a bunch again.
Yep, bunch to the left.
Be surprised
Marquis
if
to
we
the right.
see something to 81 here.
Inside handoff to Garrigan again, this time stacked up. Couldn't see who got the first hit.
I think Boyd Hunt was there on the initial
Waldorf,
hit.
right? Number 24. Yeah, Boyd Hunt and Eric Waldorf, number 24. I think I got that right, Coach.
I think so.
Yep, there he is.
Rhett Van Boeing, one of our starting offensive linemen, coming in. See a shot of Coach there talking to DB on the sideline.
So 3rd and 4. 2 receivers left. 1 way right, another one in slot to the right. So 2 receivers left, 2 right. Something in the sidecar. I think it's Garrigan. He's looking left. Van Camp throwing on the slant. He's got him. Cats are rallying, but they got the first down. Nice little pitch and catch.
That was a nice ball. He winged that ball in there.
There was Nicholas Angelos on that slant.
Because the
Made a nice
coverage was not bad there. You'll see Cats are around in the neighborhood, but he put that ball in the spot. It's a nice first down for the Scouts.
All right, 2 receivers right. Garrigan in the eye. Bouncing it left. Garrigan's got a little bit of a hole. Got a flag coming
I think that's in the holding land.
right along the line.
Well, we have a sec here. I want to say a hello to some of our favorite little fans. Claire, Annie, and Shannon are home watching the game with their mama, Amy. I don't know if Maggie's watching the game at all.
You know what they're
Holding.
waiting for, don't you?
What's that?
Offense,
Muddle
number
huddle.
85.
Waiting for some muddle
10-yard
huddle.
penalty, first down.
So I think it's about time to go to bed, girls. Don't forget, it's a school night. So
Coach O'Neill, while we got a little break, the Tooth Fairy is making a visit to the Davis household tonight. So Addison, I know you're watching. Congratulations, kiddo.
Oh, outstanding. What's the Tooth Fairy do these days?
Well, that would ruin the surprise, Coach O'Neill. The Tooth Fairy doesn't quite know yet.
Stock certificates or something?
Stocks, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. That might be out of the Tooth Fairy's budget, Mr. Mix.
All right.
So maybe, not quite sure what the Tooth Fairy has to discuss it with the other Tooth Fairies.
Gotcha.
Inside
it's a
handoff.
committee decision. Nicely done. So that penalty.
Was that a read option, Coach? Did it look like he could have kept it?
It looked like it might have been, but I don't think there was any doubt he was giving it
I
up.
mean, the way you were talking about it earlier, he didn't really want to look to run, but, I mean, he's acting like he was going to run. All
So,
right.
great example of the penalty just absolutely destroying the scouts there, bringing them back from where that hold was all the way back to the 30.
2nd and 19, and that's the end of the first quarter.
Holy cow.
Hey, Coach Davis, quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
How were the cramps last week?
Well, we were good. It was all good. All
Okay.
good. Very, very easy one next week. Now, I think, guys, as we come out of here, the break here, we're going to have LHS varsity dance team head coach Casey Dugan and the dance team getting ready to come on the broadcast to talk about their POMS clinic, their junior POMS clinic coming up on October 20th. So we'll cut to us here shortly after we get some Hey Baby done here with the band.
Excellent. So first quarter 0-0, teams kind of trading punts. Nobody's been inside the 20 yet. All the action's been in the middle of the field. Be interesting to see what adjustments coaches are going to make if they make any in quarter here. Defensively, I think the Cats are doing solid.
It may seem like a little thing, but our punting compared to Lake Forest punting has really changed field position. I mean, Lake Forest has gotten that first down, but now they're sitting second in almost, 15, 17 yards. And their punting game hasn't been nearly as good as ours. So in terms of field position, I think the Cats have kind of moved toward the Lake Forest side. So we'll see if that continues.
That's a great point, Coach. I mean, special teams so often overlooked, such an important part of the game. And if you can win that special team battle, you give your offense and your defense a lot more opportunities.
All right, we've got a new running back. Looks like Benjamin Murfield is in the sidecar to Van Camp. 2 receivers right.
We couldn't even
2 left.
see him behind the quarterback at first.
Now he's shifted to the left. I guess he's going to look for a slant.
Oh, there it is.
Right
He's
in the middle.
open.
He's open. 81. It was a little on the back hip, and he still was able to bring it in. He's going to bring up about a 3rd and 4. Nice pickup for Lake Forest.
And again, it's good coverage. Give both those guys credit. They had that timing down, and like you said, he pulled back and reached back for that ball to get it. So nice, but he put it in a spot that no Wildcat had a chance.
All right, 3rd and 4. 2 receivers right, 2 left.
I'd look for that little out and up.
Going out to the flat. Overthrown.
So there it was.
All right, guys, since we have a break in the action here for the punt, if we can take it here down to the field, I have varsity dance team head coach Casey Dugan with me and the LVDT to talk about their junior POMS clinic coming up on October 20th. Coach Dugan, anything you want to share with everybody out there watching?
Thanks so much for having us, Chris. It's going to be a great night. We're going to have 200 kids from the community there. Proceeds go to breast cancer philanthropy. They get to perform on the field. Coach Henneberry makes a tunnel with the sophomore team. So come on out, check us out on the website, and go Cats!
All right, while we were away, thank you, Coach Dugan. While we were away, punt, Mason Strader must have heard you last time because he came up, fielded that one. That was a 10-yard change right there.
10-yard difference. That's not. That's any coach who's going to be on the sideline. That's nothing unique to me. That's the number one thing you tell him to do is catch the ball.
I think he heard you.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right.
Mason's a good listener. You know, he would.
He was, good student. All right, Cats, 1st and 10 at the 35. Clock's moving along here.
Yeah,
We
no
haven't-
kidding.
All right, 1 receiver right, looks like 2 left. Looks like Seth, and I can't tell if it's Nikolic or Gavrick all the way out to the left. DB still in the backfield.
A fake to DB.
Out to the flat, got Gavrick. Going to be close to a 1st down.
Still,
Yeah.
that's a nice rhythm play for Quinn. Like, he got that ball out, gave a little play action fake, got that ball out to Gav. That's the type of thing that you can start moving forward with, that you can start feeling like, okay, we're clicking a little bit here.
All right, so that's a gain of 8, it looks like. Here's a nice look. Long throw out to the flat.
What's you're right. That's
All right. 2 receivers right, 1 to left. DB still in the backfield. Fake inside handoff, another slant. Gavrick again, first down, gain of another 7.
So
they like what they're seeing there, Coach.
I think they're just seeing by formation that they're going to stay off of him, that they're worried about, as Coach Davis mentioned a couple times, worried about that deep threat. And if they give us 6 or 8 yards every time, great shot of Coach Budge and the defense there. But if they're going to give us 6 or 8 each time, we'll take it.
All right, 1st and 10. Catch just cross midfield. They're down to the 48-yard line of the Scouts. Fake inside hand. Shambo to this side. It's got, is that La Vista?
Yep.
Yep. Breaks 1 tackle, down the sideline, gets pushed out at about the 30. Another first down.
Nice job. And you'll see, if you notice on the far side over by Gavrick, they had a man up in coverage, but on this side where we went to, they were 2 back. And so Quinn and La Vista taking advantage of that.
And we're back into the hurry up. 2 receivers. There's 1 uncovered to the left, Coach. Oh, they're running someone out to him now. Out to the flat.
Oh, did he
get
pull
his
that
feet in?
in?
He did.
How about that? Heck of a catch there by Luca. Quinn was just trying to get rid of that ball, throw it near a guy.
I heard the coach yell,
get rid of it.
Guys, you saw the pressure there from Lake Forest on last time. Expect a heavy dose of that. Cats keep the quick passing game up. It's going to be a tough night with that pressure for Lake Forest.
All right, 2nd and 1. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left. To DB, he bounces it left. He should have the first down.
Oh,
Good
nice
block on the outside. Down to the 10-yard line.
Sammy Seth with a nice block.
Nice
And what
block.
I really love about that is he waited for it. He didn't block in the back. He waited. He sat in his spot. And DB did a great job of setting up that block. Waiting, bouncing outside so Sam could get that block and DB could make that play. That was awesome.
All right, looks like they're putting it down at looks like we can get a first down, Coach. Like the 10 and maybe a little
Looks
over
like
the 10.
Looks about like the 10 and a half.
All right.
They've got their linebackers walked up. So far they've blitzed every time with at least one of them when they've walked them up like this. They're not really subtle about when they're coming or not, are they, Coach Davis?
Got him on the slant.
Nice catch
the
it
end
in.
There we go, touchdown. And no
it
Coach
Gavrick?
O'Neill, they are not. To Stephen Gavrick, touchdown Wildcats.
Well done. Surgical all the way down the field, Coach.
Excellent drive. Now, we're going to see some muddle here, Coach.
Muddle
We're
huddle.
going to see some muddle huddle. So Lake Forest, in our conference, they know we run muddle huddle. They've got us on tape doing muddle huddle. They know what's up. So I think it's Josh Holst out there who's going to be the snapper. You notice the Cats are huddling over here. And, well, would you look at
Are they
this?
huddling or muddling?
We are muddling, but the other way. You see the Scouts having a hard time figuring out where to go. They were expecting us to go the other way. But Josh Holtz is a lefty, and he's going to snap this way. So a little bit of trickeration.
All right. Right out into the flat. And in for the muddle huddle 2-point conversion is Charlie Clark.
Coach Henneberry, love it, baby. Love it.
Coach O'Neill, do you think everybody is tired of hearing us talk about how the muddle huddle math is going to work out now at this point?
You know what, Coach Davis? I think that's the number one thing people turn to us for.
We are the muddle huddle station. That's what we're known for.
So excellent job there. And just not, you put a different wrinkle on something you've done, and that puts the Scouts on their heels, and the Cats up 8-0.
I was impressed by that sideways snap. That was pretty cool.
He's really good at that. I mean, that's the way the muddle works.
All right. Connie Colwell comes in with the recap of the drive. 6 plays, 65 yards, a minute 18. On that drive, there were 5 passes and 1 run. Thank you for the information.
Thank you, Connie Kowal.
All right, so up 8. 8-0, 10:30 to go.
That's got to be just a confidence booster, too, after a rough game at Warren last week, to be able to come back, march down the field. It took a quarter, but they marched down the field. And like you said, it was very surgical that they did that and put up points and then get the muddle.
Hipple and Garrigan are back for the Scouts. Ben Ratner ready to kick. Nice high kick. It's going to come down at about the 5. Looks like Hipple.
Contained, stay.
At the 20, he's got a hole. He's over the 30 to the 40. Finally run down.
That was a great angle there by number 23, Caleb Basic. All the way over by Mia here on the other side of the field. Came down, covered his lane, came across. Great hustle play by Caleb.
Nice job, Caleb. I mean, that was potentially a touchdown saving because there's only one guy there. See, we just get a little out of position there, and then we're leaning instead of trying to wrap up, instead of bringing the hit.
Well, good field position for the Scouts to start. They actually mark it at the 46-yard line.
Okay.
Van Camp and his smaller lineman coming on out. Marquis.
Here's that bunch formation outside zone here for Lake Forest.
Yeah, Marquis at the front of it. I think that's Garrigan in the backfield.
Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap.
Bobbling around.
That's going to be a problem for Lake Forest. This really isn't where the Scouts excel, isn't that right, Coach Davis?
It's correct. It's definitely something that it just isn't any office. They don't want to be in the position of second 18. Never really go to it, especially after the snap kind of rolls back a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see here how Lake Forest approaches this and if we're starting to get to 4-down territory at all.
All right, we got Mirabella out here on Marquis, all the way to the left.
Bunch once again.
He's gone to Marquis a number of times. Bunch formation to the right. Inside handoff, Garrigan.
Nice.
Oh, hit by, I think that was that Basic? Or was that Charlie Clark? 34. 34 got him first, I think, Coach.
That was excellent. He saw that open window pull up, and he went right through it. That was a very nice read. Nice play. I really like how the Cats are showing different blitzes, and it's forcing them to adjust. The Lake Forest, Van Camp, and the offensive linemen are calling different adjustments, but their Cats aren't always coming in blitzing.
All right, see what they got dialed up, 3rd and 19. Got Marquis out here on the left. Cats keep faking the blitz.
Or are they?
Oh,
throwback.
Flicker.
No.
He's open. He's open. Uh-oh, we got problems. Mirabella trying to run him down. Won't get him. Wow.
Wow, flea flicker.
Flea flicker. Hopefully we have a replay of that because that was impressive.
Pulling out all the stops.
Fellas, it's hard to tell from down here on those flea flickers. You always wonder if that lateral is going backwards. I know it generally airs. It's got to be pretty egregious for them not to let it go, but just kind of curious to see how that one looked.
From up here, it looked good, Coach. That was one thing I was looking for. All right. Oh, someone coming on late for the Scouts.
So that gets the Lake Forest sideline fired up.
Up and good.
So one thing I always thought about, though, is if you feel you need to break out the flea flicker in the first half, some other things aren't working because that's not at the top of your playbook. You're digging down a little bit there.
Well, I mean,
Coach O'Neill, I can think of over the past decade or so a couple times from Lake Forest, like a little speed option pass, some other things. There always seems to be a wrinkle for the Wildcats, and like you said, they've used theirs already with 8:52 left in the second quarter.
Right.
so I hear you guys saying there's nothing left in the bag?
Oh, no, I don't know that there's nothing left in the bag, but if you're looking at your play calling sheet and flea flicker at this point in the game seems like a excellent option, you're probably not real confident that a lot of other things are working for you.
Guys, I'm sure going into the week, Lake Forest had to look at a way of how they can keep up scoring with the Cats. Because the weeks 1 and week 2, the Cats offense, and even last week against Warren, was able to generate big plays and can generate big plays at the drop of a hat. So I'm sure might be 1 or 2 more things on that play sheet to try to catch up with the Cats, especially if that's something you're normally not comfortable doing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, that drive was only 3 plays, took about 1:30, covered 54 yards, 2 runs, 1 long pass. That long pass on the flea flicker. All right, kicks coming down about the 5-yard line. Fielded by Kuntz. Fumble. Jumps back on top of it, though. Cats avoid disaster there. Going to start at about their 12. Take a look at this here. It was an inside handoff, but it really wasn't. It was a pitch
Running a little reverse.
to La Vista.
Don't know that was going anywhere, even if the transition was made.
All right, 8:46 left in the second quarter. DB still in the backfield. 3 receivers left. Fake inside handoff. Deep down the left-hand side, underthrown. Oh, trying to get a flag. La Vista turned around.
That was good protection there by the Cats offensive line to let Quinn stay in that and get that ball downfield there to Blaze. Nice job by the big mules up front.
Yeah, good call. He didn't have to move at all. He was able to stay right where he wanted in the pocket, put his big arm behind that, just a little underthrown. Blaze trying to get around.
Almost
good job.
got a one-handed catch.
Yeah, nice job by the defender. He kept up with a very fast kid and made a nice play.
All right, Gavrick's on the right. Nikolic, Seth on the left.
Some fans calling for interference. I agree with the no call there. I don't think that was.
Guys, interesting look here from Lake Forest with 2 over the top of the single receiver side here for the Cats.
Oh, there we go.
Got him.
And that's what cost them right
That's
there,
Holtz,
too.
right? Holtz.
Oof.
Nice run. Was that Hunt? I couldn't see you.
That's
It's like
Holtz.
Boyd Hunt,
Yeah.
right?
That's
No,
number 9,
that's
Josh
Josh
Holtz.
that
Holtz.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. Personal foul.
What?
I don't know what that signal is, Coach. What's this?
Head to, I don't know. Coach, did you see the second signal Coach Davis that he gave?
Fists together.
I'm not sure. We'll see it here from the officials.
Personal foul, blindside block on the offense, number 13. That's a 15-yard penalty for the spot of foul. Second down.
Is that a receiver coming back into the play?
It must be. I mean, that's really the only way
And
that
guys,
gets called.
that's the past couple of years, that's been a big point of emphasis, especially when it's on plays like that coming downfield or from when a player is outside moving into the formation.
Yeah. I mean, that's a player safety issue. I can't argue with that. Just unfortunate that we did that and on such a nice play, on such a well-executed play. Fortunately, it's only second and short for the Cats, and it doesn't seem like anybody got hurt. So all's fair in love and football.
All right, 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. DB in the backfield. Fake inside. Out screen pass to the left-hand side. Looks like enough for the first down. I think that was Seth.
Yep, Sammy Seth. Good hands. That's enough for the first down. That moved the chains.
It was a nice job by Sam there, staying outside on that, not trying to cut back. So he made sure he got the first down and to keep the chains moving here for the Cats.
Yep, good heads-up football play there. Exactly. Not trying to do too much. Needed 2 yards. Let's get it. Let's move. So interesting call on that big play from Holtz that was called back. They had, Coach Davis, you notice they had a safety over the single receiver of Gavrick over here because we've been nickel and diming him, and that's what really opened up the middle for Holst on that.
Inside handoff. DB gets wrestled to the ground. Number 13. It was Nicholas Angelos. Called his number a couple times tonight. Gonna back to the line of scrimmage.
Just was able to corral DB before he even really had a chance to get moving downhill.
As we get to the halfway here part of the second quarter, I know we've talked about it on some broadcasts so far this year, but this is the key time to start looking at, especially with the Cats getting the ball to come out at half, of being able to get that 2-for-1 kind of situation going right here with the Cats doubling up on possessions.
Got to keep the chains moving to do just that.
Fake inside, looking left. Shambo is
There's the pressure.
wrestled. Yep,
Oof.
big pressure. Seemed to come right up the middle. Going to be about a loss of 5. Going to bring up 3rd and about 14.
Looks like they ran a little twist in there. One defensive lineman went left and the other one went the other way. And then they brought a backer through, and I just think I think our lineman couldn't keep up with it on that one. They're talking it over right now. Coach Davis, I have a lineman coaching question for you after this play.
Oh, Coach O'Neill. This is like the first time ever in a broadcast.
Shambo getting flushed.
Oh.
And he gets knocked down. Another sack, taking him all the way back to the 10-yard line. That was number 51 for the Scouts, Logan I'm sure I'm going to butcher this. Uline.
Uline, big D lineman, 6'2", 250 senior. Will put Quinn on his own goal line here to kick the ball. Could use another nice big old kick.
All right, Coach O'Neill, when you're ready, I got Henry Callison here ready to rock and roll on the sideline camera.
So we always had a difficult time with freshmen teaching you're not getting a guy, you're getting a spot. And whichever guy shows to that spot, that's the guy you have to get. How does that translate on the varsity level?
So it depends on the style of protection that you're using, whether you have a man scheme protection or a slide protection, like you were saying, Coach O'Neill, where everybody has a gap. In that situation, most of the time, when a team is bringing a ton of pressure, most offenses, whether you're in a man scheme or not, end up into a full zone, like a slide scheme, like you were saying. And the key with that one there, like you said, is just to recognize your gap and not get locked onto a guy. The challenge with it, what makes it hard, is that you're moving backwards while the guy in front of you is moving forwards, and most of us are generally faster moving forwards than backwards. So it takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of discipline, and that's what I said earlier. Sometimes the opponent gets a vote, and it comes on top there. Catch just got to keep plugging away with it, and they'll get squared away. We saw the same pickup to allow Quinn to get the ball downfield earlier in the drive. Catch just need to keep pushing the rock on that one.
Excellent. Thank you, Coach. That they take a shot
Camp
down here.
looking left. Hits number 13, Angelos again, running free across the middle. Cats lost contain a little bit there. It's going to be a first down. Nicholas Angelos made some big hits on defense, now making a difference on offense.
Can't decide if that was designed for him to go all the way across like that, because they definitely had another receiver coming from the opposite side to pick up a block.
Coach O'Neill, nope. That is just running around.
And a wide receiver getting a block. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was an aborted tunnel screen or something.
Inside handoff. Going to go for about 2 or 3. That was Hipple. Yeah, we'll call it 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8.
Coach Davis, Steve Kapala, who is father of 2 LHS Wildcats, soccer and football. He just said he loved the interview, by the way, so keep up the good work down there, sir.
There we go. We're going to try to keep a little bit more coming here, especially with homecoming, with that Hall of Fame class coming back that Egan and I talked about in the last broadcast.
All right, so 2nd down and 8. Van Camp got some motion coming across. Looks like Garrigan. Hand off to Hipple. A little bit of room. It's going to get it close to the first down. I think they're going to call him short by about a half yard. So 3rd down in about, 8 inches.
Dangerous spot here for the Cats with the scouts knocking on the door here. This is obviously 2-down territory, and so really the whole playbook is open right here.
Marquis is way left here.
Oh. Encroachment. That's twice we've given him a first down.
Encroachment on the defense. Number 73. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Guys, while we have a little break in the action here, I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Aloika and the Wildcats, who hosted St. Viator tonight for their senior night up in the West Gym. Team also traveled down to Stevens tonight for an NSC meet. And Coach Kiernan and the girls tennis team took on Lake Zurich tonight in some tennis action.
Van Camp looks right, got him on a slant. Angelo, he dropped it. That was 6 right there.
So now I know if you're Coach Sullivan, you run that exact same play again because it was clearly open. Like we did not have an answer to that. He got inside of us on the slant. Coach Sullivan says if it ain't broke, why not?
All right, so 2nd and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Marquis is in the slot. He's gone out into the flat. He's open. And first tackle, couldn't get him.
Ooh, looks like they're marking him still short, though.
Yep, got the 3 fingers up. Clearly 2-down territory, right? We got a shout out from the Wiggins family. Just got home from 4th grade basketball practice and tuned in for some Wildcat football. Shout out to Matt and Amy Wiggins, both teachers at the school.
Landon up watching?
Yeah, I'd say he's up watching.
Excellent. Well, thanks for watching the game.
All right, 3rd and about a yard.
Looks even more somehow.
Inside handoff to Hipple.
I think he got it.
He's walking right along the line, which Looks like first down. It's going to be first and goal to go from about the 4.5, I think.
So we're down under 3 here. See what the defense can do. I would make sure to have somebody right up in the face of number 81 for sure, of Charlie Markey.
Guys, if I'm like in Lake Forest, I'm not in a huge rush right here. Obviously, you got to get the points cut across the board. But with as potent as the Cats' offense is, I would not be in too big a hurry to get this ball snapped much before the time on the clock is out.
Good
Hand
call.
off to Hipple, hitting the backfield,
Man,
but couldn't
strong
bring him
second
down.
effort.
It looked like Logan Suzuki had a hand on him. Number
I could
80?
see
Yeah,
number,
number
yep.
80.
Strong second effort by Hipple.
Yep. Keep the legs moving. All right, second and goal. Look, having it about the 2. Marquis way out left. You'd feel like the quarterback could just push forward a couple times with his size, don't you think?
Doesn't love to, although he's under center right
he is.
now.
Inside hand up to Hipple.
There we go. They get
Bit
in.
of a gap, and he's in. 6 more for the Scouts.
So that's 2 unanswered touchdowns now with 1:43 left. Now, but as Coach Davis has been saying, we've got a quick strike offense, and still in 1:45, there's time to go. And we have all 3
We're
timeouts.
there too, guys, with the full complement of timeouts as well, I do believe. So plenty of time left on the clock here for the Cats to get one across before the intermission.
Shout out to the Hattons, also checking in the game. Checking us out on Wildcat Productions,
Kick is up
YouTube TV, or YouTube.
and good.
Freshman football won today, by the way, 35-12 to go 4-0. Daner Hatton got a couple tackles from what I hear. And then the Softs won 26-14 to go to 2-1-1. Coach, they had a tie against Warren last week.
Gotta love the tie.
Yeah. Don't bring it up to Coach Aubin.
Okay.
It's a sensitive subject right now.
Not a fan of the tie.
Not a fan. I think it was partially the tie and partially the way the tie happened. I understand.
So you're saying it wasn't a Cats big play at the last second to.
I understand it was a touchdown with about 2 seconds left.
And yeah, I won't bring it up.
No. So special teams is going to be huge right here because field position is going to be key, even with the 3 timeouts. Field position is going to set you up and put the Scouts back on their heels a little bit.
All right, LaVista and Seth back to receive the kick. See if we get a little action here.
Curious if the Scouts are going to grub the kick or if they're going to kick deep. Sorry, I was corrected on the Softs records. They are 3-0-1. Sorry, not 2-1-1.
Field
My
at the
bad.
15. Some Seth, good blocking in the middle. It's a little bit of a gap. He's getting out about the 32, 33-yard line. Nice little return.
There we go. That's good. We'll take that. That drive, courtesy of Connie Kowal again. 8 plays, 42 yards in 3:39. It was 3 passes and 5 runs.
Got a good look at the blocking set up by the Cats.
Nice
on that
second
return.
wall. You see Sammy tuck
Boom.
right in under there. Makes 1 cut, lets the guy move, and gets moving forward.
Coach O'Neill, I don't know if you guys were looking at when we were up there in warm-ups. I don't know what Ratner's leg or his range is, for a field goal, but that's always definitely a weapon that Cats have this year they can use to get into that position.
For sure. I mean, he's good from the 30. I know that.
Quick throw out into the flat. LaVista makes someone miss. Gonna get a first down.
There we go.
Stop that clock. Gets out to about the 45-yard line. Nope, give him the 47-yard line. Ball is set quickly. Cats are looking like they're in a hurry. Still getting the signals in from the sideline. LaVista was in the backfield, is going out into the slot now. Chambeau, blitz. He gets rid of it, throws it away.
That was all arm, and it still was on a rope.
I can't believe he didn't get pulled down right away.
I know Coach Thompson up in the booth might be able to correct me. That's kind of, I think, that back pick from the catcher right there to first base. That was a heck of a throw there by Quinn to get that ball out.
With no legs. I mean, there was a man draped on his legs. And, yeah, you're right. That is what it looked like. That was a snap throw down to first.
Trips right. One receiver left. Looks like Nikolic all the way out on the left-hand side. Seth LaVista, Gavrick out here on the right.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Shambo bringing a blitz again. He's flushed. He's running right. He's got someone down the sideline. Come on, Steven.
Oh! Got a hand on it, but just couldn't haul it in. Wow, was that an impressive ball also from Shambo.
Putting him right on him.
I feel like Gav might have pulled up a little bit because he wasn't sure if Quinn was going to be able to keep going deep.
Guys, that's the challenge, too, that if Quinn can get out of the pocket with asking the Lake Forest DBs to cover that long and cover our guys downfield, I think the Cats are going to continue to get opportunities if we can get the protection to be able to give Quinn that chance.
Yeah. But now it's third down, 3rd and 10. You want a touchdown, but you need a first down. And so some decision on the play calling here. Don't do what the Bears do and run a 7-yard route.
Looks like the Cats going to talk about it.
Time was running out on the play clock.
Timeout.
It was down to
Wildcats, number
So are they
1.
keeping, is that number 8, Boyd Hunt? I can't see 8 or 9, keeping him in the backfield to help block on that?
I think that's Josh Holtz. I think that's number 9.
No, I think Mr. Mix is correct on that one. That's
I
Boyd Hunt.
apologize.
That's what it looked like. It looked like Boyd Hunt to me. But it looked, last 2 plays he's been in there trying to help.
So that's just to pick up blitzers, right? Probably, Coach Davis?
Correct. Well, we got a break, guys. Big shout out to the math team who is running the concession stand tonight. Coach Brenner, Coach Davis, and the crew are down there getting all the concessions squared away. Coach O'Neill, you got any more club announcements for tonight?
Hold on. I have one from the math team.
Oh, there you go.
Coach
There you
Brenner.
go.
Coach Brenner took the time to write a poem for us.
Giddy up.
Halftime, you'll enjoy the band. Then visit the concession stand. You'll see the math time is down there now. We'll serve you quickly, we vow. We can even help you with trigonometry or get your food by the distributive property. He has too much time on his hands now that he's retired.
All right. So 3rd and 10 for the Cats. At their 46-yard line, 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Hunt in the sidecar. Steps up in the middle. Only a 3-man rush. Shambo down the middle. He's got him. Looks like LaVista on the crossing right down the middle.
Wow. I mean, I
Nice
know it was
throw.
only a 3-man rush, but Quinn was back there.
Oh, we got a
there's a
flag.
flag. Son of a biscuit.
Got a hold. Got a hold.
Oh, there it was. Yep, it was. We just saw it on the replay. We don't like it either, but it was.
Guys, were you able to see that one there in the replay?
Yeah, we saw the hold. It definitely was cheating.
Well, I've just been impressed. Shambo has been
Holding.
on target, man.
Offense, number 59. 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
All right.
That's rough. That's a rough setback right there. So it's going to be 3rd and forever with 50 seconds left after that could have been setting us up right there.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Still 3-man rush. Shambo's going to keep. Lake Forest is rallying.
Oop.
He goes down. It's going to bring up about a 4th and 10 just across midfield.
I bet that's Lake Forest calling a timeout there, aren't they?
Timeout. Scouts, number 1.
All right. So 4th and 10 from about the Cats' 46-yard line.
Do
40
you have
seconds, Coach. What do you think? Got to kick it deep?
Coach Davis, what do you think? Do you take a shot here, or do you kick it out and give the Scouts a long field?
No, I think at this point you kick it out, give the Scouts a long field, come back, because you know you're getting the ball back after halftime. No need in giving Lake Forest a short field here with multiple timeouts.
So, do you have a piece of LHS history that's just sitting in a box wasting away? Libertyville's new club, the Wildcat Historical Association, wants to hear from you. Be a part of our mission to collect, preserve, and share the amazing history of our high school. Contact Who's that? What's that say? Contact Kevin O'Neill if you have anything you'd like to share.
It's an association.
It's a Wildcat Historical Association.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
It's very official, Coach. You'd be surprised.
Shambo, gonna drive it deep. Gonna be fielded around. And he let it bounce. They'll take a few more seconds. It's good for the Cats. Down to the 19.
Coach O'Neill, does that include like an old Letterman's jacket circa 2003 that it's about time to get donated someplace?
I believe it does, Coach, especially if it's autographed.
Autographed by who?
I think.
Oh,
I think he's meaning-
Coach Davis. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought Coach Davis had a jacket from somebody famous or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, not famous, not at all. My earpiece cut out. I couldn't hear you guys at all, but it's not famous, not at all.
Okay.
It's funny. I bet the jacket would be a little big on you now, Coach Davis, compared to your graduation year.
This is probably very true, very true.
Most of us can't fit into our high school Letterman's jackets. Yours would look like a tent on you.
Lake Forest is content to take a knee. I think that's going to take us to halftime. Are they going to walk off the field?
All right, so at halftime, Cats went up 8-0, and then the Scouts scored 2 unanswered touchdowns to go up 14-8 here. Cats are getting the ball coming out of the half.
But only trailing 6 because of the
Because of what?
muddle huddle.
Because of
Yeah,
muddle huddle.
Muddle huddle.
So we will turn it over to the band, Palms, and Cheer for halftime, and we will see you back here in the second half.
This year, the Varsity Wildcats are embarking on a journey out west. They opened with one of Tim's most enduring themes, based on the film Seven Samurai by Hiro Kurosawa. 1960's The Magnificent Seven, an award-winning comedy scored by Libertyville, which has been listed as one of the American Film Institute's top 25 American film scores. Please enjoy the Marching Wildcats and their performance of the theme from The Magnificent Seven. Wildcats present You've Got a Friend in Me. Building on famous partnerships theme, 2019 saw an unlikely pair of musicians team up to record one of country rap's most popular crossover hits. The next song held the #1 spot on the Billboard singles chart for a record 19 weeks, won 2 Grammy Awards, and achieved 16-time platinum status. Please enjoy the Marching Wildcats rendition of Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus's Old Town Road. your LHS Punt Squad. Since 1945, the Varsity Wildcats have ended their halftime show by pouring our school letters on the field. Please enjoy this 78-year Libertyville High School tradition, the Block LHS. Now, everybody on your feet for the Libertyville fight song, Loyal and True. That was senior Jonas Almahola. The marching Wildcats are under the direction of Adam Roller and Matt Carson, with percussion instructor Savannah Hendrickson, student teacher AJ Tripoli. Drum makers are Andy Brody, Catherine Harrison, and Jessica Hedlund. The marching Wildcats would like to give a special thanks to all of our student leaders and parent volunteers for their assistance in preparing today's performance and for all of their support this season. Stay tuned for the second half. Let's get some points, Wildcats!
Earlier tonight, the Wildcat Junior Varsity Football team defeated Lake Forest 26-14. Last week, the Wildcat Freshman Football team defeated Warren 17-8 with Braden Bunich throwing 2 touchdown passes. Zach Clayton kicked the field goal. The defense was led by Luba Kalinowski with 13 tackles, and Peyton Sheridan having a game-clinching interception. Earlier tonight, the freshmen defeated Lake Forest 35-12. Congratulations to Wildcat of the Week freshman football player Jason Sick. The boys golf team won the Antioch Invitational for the 3rd straight year, shooting a 301 with Quincy Adams taking medalist honors with a 72. On Monday, the Wildcats took 3rd place at the Barrington Invite, played at Ivanhoe. Quincy Adams was medalist, shooting a bogey-free 468 and beating a field of 80 players. Also, congratulations to Wildcat of the Week varsity golfer Brennan Black. The 4-2 Wildcat girls golf team defeated Mundelein this week with Sophia Sesnavar leading the camp with a 42. Wildcats did lose the season last night with Jocelyn Hurd shooting the low score, but today the Cats defeated Vernon Hills 178-191. Sophia Sesnavar and Kate Burks led the Wildcats. Boys cross country varsity won the Wakanda Invite on Saturday with Michael and Thomas Judy leading the way for the Wildcats. The team will race at Lake Forest next Tuesday. The girls cross country team defeated Mundelein and Warren this week in their league meet with Wildcat Margaret McGormley finishing first by almost a minute. The girls tennis team defeated Lake Forest 6-3 with Hadley Warren and Taya Breslow winning their #1 doubles match. Kenna Brooks and Emma Zango winning the #2 doubles match. Varsity boys soccer team tied Warren last week and lost to Lake Forest on Tuesday 3-2. Earlier this afternoon, they tied Waukegan 1-1 with Matteo Portillo scoring for the Cats. Soccer team will play again next Tuesday at Lake George High School. Libertyville girls volleyball team took second place in the silver slide at the Effingham Crossroads Tournament last Saturday. Last night, the Cats defeated Lake Forest in 2 sets and swept all levels earlier tonight. Earlier tonight, the Cats played St. Viator. Also, congratulations to these Wildcats of the Week in the volleyball program. Olivia Monasango and Abby Ferdinand, along with sophomore Kelsey Leatherwood. Varsity girls swim team took second place in the Glenbrook North Invite this week. Sophia Timulas had 2 first-place finishes to face the Wildcats. Congratulations to their Wildcats of the Week in the swim team, Caitlin Galloway. Come out and cheer on all the Wildcats, and good luck to all the Wildcats in action this weekend. Announcement for everyone. Head on down to the concession stand before it closes midway through the third quarter. Again, it will close during the third quarter tonight. Get those 50-50 raffle tickets ready. I want to thank you for supporting the LHS cheerleaders and the Maddie McInerney Memorial Scholarship. Today's winner will take home $475, or their share will be $237.50. Bring your winning ticket to the 50-50 raffle table near the concession stand to collect your half of the pot. The winning ticket number is 438.
How's my makeup?
42. That's 438842. Head on down to the 50-50 raffle table.
20 seconds. We need a game clock right there so we can see. Yes. And welcome back to Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex for this North Suburban Conference matchup between the Libertyville Wildcats and the Scouts of Lake Forest. Cats are trailing 14-8 right now. So, Coach Mix, what do you see? What are thoughts on the first half?
Well, the big play jumped up and bit us. The flea flicker really got Lake Forest going. We had a couple tough penalties that pulled us back. But getting the ball to start the second half, I feel like we can start stringing things together like we did in the first quarter. I think we'll be all right.
Coach Davis, what do you see happening down here in the second half?
You know, guys, I think it's going to be to see who makes the adjustments here at halftimes. I think both teams' game plans are pretty well on display. And now it'll just come down to execution and who can be the most disciplined here as things get tight. It's another great North Suburban Conference matchup.
So we've got Tommy Bunick on the front line there. Jack Trudelaar deep, that's 29. Brady Rowe, who I had in class last year, and he's in my wife's class this year. Getting it done on the front line.
And away we go. Coming down to Seth. Deeper kick, and he's going to let it go into the end zone.
Good decision, Sammy. He wanted to catch that ball, but saw where he was, and that's good coaching. Make sure he knows you're inside the 10, you're inside the 5. You let that ball bounce right in there, and he watched that in. Nicely done. Sometimes the best play is not making one.
Guys, have you heard any other scores from around the conference here tonight while you had the break here at halftime?
I did not. We were talking with Coach Thompson and Coach Goris, talking about that snap throw down to first base.
There you go. You can ask Mr. Goris if he left Swift in for his fantasy lineup.
All right, DB. Nice first down carry. Gets out about 8 yards. Going to bring up a second and about 2.
Are all the games in the conference on Thursday, tonight,
I
Coach
believe
Davis?
so.
So we're in our trips.
Out into the flat.
Oof, nothing. To Luca.
Were both receivers looking back for the ball? Is that normal? 4 and 13, both turned, and Sammy Seth stepped up to block. So, first down. Same formation on the near hash mark here. Marion is still in the backfield, DB. Fake inside handoff. Chambeau's got a wide receiver open. Oh, no!
Luca just couldn't hold on.
He had about 10 yards on that DB. The safety was coming over and closing on him fast. I don't know if he caught his eye here, but you can see Chambeau out to his right. Throws off the back foot.
Whoa.
Just dropped.
Just couldn't haul that in. Well put ball by Quinn. Again.
All right. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Fake inside handoff.
Nice
on
job.
the slant.
To
Got
La Vista.
LaVista.
Got him. Got him.
break.
Go, go, go.
Go down to the 40.
Watch number
30.
Wolf.
20. They're going to
he's
catch
going
him.
away.
He's going away.
Wow.
Nice big play.
There we
Touchdown,
go.
Wildcats.
What a catch. Nice ball by Quinn. And La Vista, I saw that setting up. One guy is not going to bring him down, especially a DB with just trying to go arms. And you see right here, it's like, nope, he's going to get away. And then he does. I thought he was going to get caught by 43, but La Vista brought it into another gear.
Nice play.
So now we're huddling up.
It's 14-14 at this point.
Once again, the lefty muddle huddle. Although one of our guys forgot. So Josh Holtz in for the snapping. That's number 11,
Now
Gav.
they're shifting over.
Shift.
And flags.
I think that's going to be a delay. I think we ran
Dead
out
ball.
there.
Delay a game. On the offense, number 18, 5-yard penalty, replay the try.
It's kind of a big point here, Coach.
Yeah, it is, 14-14. So Ben Ratner for the kick.
We know
Gav.
he's got the leg, right?
Yep.
Gav's going to do the holding. Goes down. Far enough.
It is up and it's good. All right. Curious why they opted not to muddle on that one.
Coach O'Neill with the math on that one, difference between the 2 and the 1 at that point. Totally get why it's
Okay.
1 for the Cats.
There we go. That's the answer I was looking for. Thank you, Coach Davis. Do you like CSI or the morgue scene in any movie? Coach Mix?
I'm a big fan.
Big fan.
I can't ever remember not liking that.
Well, the first meeting of Psychology Club will take place on Monday, September 18th in room 217, and we'll be hearing from the Lake County coroner who will talk a bit about forensic science.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Who's running the Psychology Club? Do we know?
That is Laura Brandt and Kara Bosman.
Wow, that's a strong team right
It's a
there.
strong team right there. And you bring in a coroner, like, oof, forget it.
I don't know, man. Maybe your history association should be bringing one of them in.
Well, that would be.
Who's the leadership now in the history thing? That's,
Yeah, I know. It's questionable at best. So thank you to Connie Kowal. That drive was 4 plays, 80 yards, and 117. 1 run, 3 passes, with the big one to La Vista for about 60 of those 80 yards.
looks like Garrigan and Hipple back for the Scouts. Ratner low kick this time. Bounces. Picked up a Garrigan at about the 15. He's got a little bit of a wall. Puts his head down. Is going to push his way out to the 32, 33-yard line. That's where the Scouts will start. 10:34 left in the third quarter. Scouts are chasing a point. It's pretty good blocking here.
Bounced that in.
He stayed behind his blockers and then just kind of pushed his way for
Let that
another
set
8 or
up.
9 yards. Limping off here.
Eric Waldorf, it looks like it's limping a little bit.
All right, Cats. Time to D up.
So we'll see what what wrinkle Coach Budge adds in here. See Mason Marabella down here at cornerback.
3 receivers in their bunch
Hayden
formation on
Kuntz
the
at
left.
top.
Handoff Garrigan, tries to go
Nice.
right, nothing there.
Nothing
Gonna
there.
lose 2.
So loss of 2 on that on a first down. So now we still haven't buttoned down 81. We know he's their most dangerous receiver, but he still has 4 completions, 5 completions. So, and we have Mason on him one-on-one in a little press coverage here.
Nobody helping over the top either. It's all Mason.
Safety's all the way in the middle.
He's looking left. Rally. Got about 10 or 11. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short now, which is where we talked about it earlier. Lake Forest wants to be.
So that's about as good as coverage on a good receiver as you can get, but he's still getting 9. I mean, Marabella is on him. He's a good receiver. I think we might have to look for some different answers there to help keep him out of the game.
Van Camp, inside handoff. Garrigan is going to get the
that
first
zone.
down. Yep.
Just enough for a first down, though.
Gain of 3. Push the ball out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Lake Forest. Marquis out to the right in the slot this time. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Murfield in the right side car to Van Camp.
Bringing
Looking
some
left,
pressure
out
up
to the
middle.
flat. Oh, thought he overthrew the receiver, but the back guy caught it.
Guys, I think that might have been a case of look what I found. I don't know if that was the intended receiver on that one.
I don't think it was.
Garrigan stuck his hand out like he was going to try to catch it, and then it went by.
Number 48, we don't even have his number on here. A recent call up.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Marquis in the slot again. It's like single coverage. They're throwing out to Marquis in the flat. He's got some room. Another first down. Nice open field tackle. Looked like was that 22? Is that Zach Bennett?
Yep, Zach Bennett's been getting in. One of my DBs from a few years ago. He's hit the weight room hard and getting some time on the field right now.
All right. 2 right, 2 left.
Cats bringing some pressure. Caleb Basic showing there.
Still 10 seconds on the play clock. Murfield's in the right side car now. Shifted over. He's looking right. He's looking right. He's got. Oh, he's got him.
Man.
I thought that was going to be picked off.
So did the defender.
I think that was Angelos again. Yep, another big play.
Made a play for the ball here and just got behind us.
Well, that was quick, Coach.
That was a quick strike. So one thing to keep in mind, too, Antonio Vaughn, who's one of our normal defensive rotating guys on the defensive line, he is injured. He is out. I saw him in a sling today, and he's just in his street clothes on the sideline. So that's one more defender who's not getting rotations. Kick is good. And so a lot of our defensive and offensive line is going both ways, and without Vaughn, that's another set of guys who aren't getting a break, or another guy who's not getting a break as often.
All right, 7:39 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Cats are chasing. 6 points. I was kind of surprised they didn't go for 2 there. Put them up 7.
Put them up 7?
Yeah. But score is 21-15. It's time for the Cats to have to answer.
So quick shout out to the Wildcats of the week on the freshman football program. Jacob Sy says one of our top players, very team-oriented, skilled linebacker. But the team needed him on the O-line this week, and he jumped right in. Other Wildcats of the week this week are Brennan Black, senior golfer, Kara Zemensky, senior Poms, Nicole Smith, senior cheerleading, Audrey Howell, senior cheerleading, Olivia Menensengu, freshman volleyball. Thank you, sir. Gavi Sienna, freshman cheerleading. Abby Ferdinand, freshman volleyball. David Benavides, freshman cheerleading. Kelsey Leatherwood, sophomore volleyball. And Caitlin Galloway, junior swimming. And time for your kickoff, Coach Mix.
It's going out of bounds.
Oh, that's cheating.
A couple of yellow flags on the field.
So that drive by Lake Forest was 6 plays, 68 yards, and 2:55.
Kick infraction on the kicking team. That penalty be assessed first down.
4 passes, 2 runs. Lake Forest puts themselves up 21-15. So the Cats offense needs an answer here. Needs to get together a little drive, get some confidence back in, get on that scoreboard here.
3 receivers switching sides. Jack Holtz coming over to the right side of the line now.
Josh.
Oh, sorry, Josh. Quick throw into the flat. Little bubble screen. Gavrick's going to take it out about a 5-yard gain out to the 40.
Okay, pretty nice blocking on that. Pretty nice little bubble screen there. Coach Davis, do you use that to set up getting downfield, or is that just a play you like in its own right? Well, Coach O'Neill, I'll let you know in a little bit.
Well, I liked it, Coach.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right.
La Vista.
2nd and 5. Seth and La Vista out here. I think that's Gavrick on the far left. It's hard to see. Inside handoff to DB. Bounce to the left. He's got a little room. He's got the first down at about the 47-yard line. Move those chains.
It's the first time I feel like that we have seen DB get into the open field a little bit, get a little room to stretch his legs out and use that speed.
All right, Cats going right back at it.
Same formation down here with Seth and La Vista. Lake Forest bringing some pressure.
He's throwing up long. Oh, flag.
Oh, they're going to call that.
Looked like a little grabbing on there. La Vista started to go by him.
Pass interference, defense, number 46. That 15-yard penalty result in a first down.
I know this is the old defensive back coach in me, and Coach Davis might disagree. I would have been really annoyed by that call. It looked like they were both hand fighting, grabbing and pushing at each other. Rubbin's racing. But we'll take the first down.
We will. Ball's going to be at the 44-yard line of the Scouts. 3 receivers right. DB in the backfield. Inside handoff.
Oh,
DB,
he's got a seam. Oh, man, that seam was there for 1/2 second, and then the scout filled it up quick. Give that linebacker, I think it was a safety, number 23, Ryan Milliman. He filled that real quick, or else DB was going to be off to the races.
Thinking that Coach Davis just signaled he's having a microphone problem, so hopefully he can get that squared away. 3 receivers right again. Chambeau got Sam
Sammy,
Seth. Yep,
first
got
down.
a first down.
This is when the this is when the Cat offense is clicking, when they're able to get those short passes, mix in runs. You see here, Sammy Seth running a slant. He wasn't even really sprinting that route. He was just kind of sitting in the seam.
Coach Davis, we got you back yet?
Yep, got it figured back out. Just a little headset issue there.
All right. Fake inside handoff. No, oh, almost got undercut. Gavrick almost became a little bit of a defender there to help keep it away.
Yeah, that was Quinn. You know, the benefit of Quinn having that gun and knowing he can get it in there is always a good thing. Right there, it almost cost us a little bit.
All right, so 2nd and 10 from the Lake Forest, looks like about the 27. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Quick change of the play. Handoff DB. He's
DB.
got the left side. Got another first down.
Nicely
you saw the
done.
speed there, Coach.
Keeps it turning, yep. And man, he hits that fast. He just accelerates so quick.
Marion Baker. You can see it here.
Boom, right there. You see him, that guy thought he had him onto the edge, 35, and DeMarion just dropped it into another gear.
Same formation, 2 right, 1 left. Another handoff. Oh. Scouts shoot that gap. That was number 35, Timothée Dan.
I know it's armchair quarterbacking right now, and it's easy to say. I would have really liked a play action there because I think they were keying on DeMarion and they were thinking about run there.
After all that, I only lost a yard.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 receiver left, 2 way out right here. LaVista and Seth.
Gavrick's got single coverage over him right there on the top of your screen.
No, he's got a safety over the top,
Yeah,
doesn't
Coach
he?
O'Neill looks like the safety's
Safety over
back
the
over
top.
there.
Oh, he is. I apologize. I thought that guy underneath was a backer over there. Oh, he is. He's coming.
Corner blitz. Quinn had to get rid of it. Sam Seth couldn't quite get it. Was going to go for no gain if he had caught it anyway. So it brings up 3rd and about 11.
3rd and 11.
Feels like Lake Forest has decided they're going to live and die with pressure here. Just bring it.
It's been the same MO, guys, for a long time there with them. That's always something that you got to be ready to rock and roll with, like we talked about in the first half.
All right, we got 2 receivers right, 2 left this time. Empty backfield. Looks like Boyd Hunt is in there with him. I guess is to pick up a blitzer.
Coach O'Neill, does it look like that look for that drop 8 that we had earlier in the game?
Pretty close, but they were closer in.
Going to the corner. He's got him.
Nice coverage.
Gavrick almost had it. That was tight coverage. It was at number 23, Ryan Milliman, with some nice
Twice
coverage.
he's
in
had
there.
good coverage. Well done. Gav still almost pulls it down. Offense is staying on the field. Taking a little long to get, oh, there we go. The play clock just started, so they're going. Curious what, you go end zone here? Do you have guys cutting under to try to look for a first down? There's still confusion. They're going to have to use a timeout
13
here.
seconds. Down to 7 seconds.
Going to have to burn one. Coach Ori frustrated, wanted to try and get that off before the
Timeout.
Scouts.
Wildcats, number 1 for the second half.
Coach Davis, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Coach O'Neill. I might have an answer.
How do you, in practice, recreate the pressure that the Scouts are bringing? You want your scout team to give you a good look, but how do you recreate that?
I think it's just one of those things where, like, when going into Lake Forest week, it's from the beginning. It's from the very first day of prep. It's pressure, 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 pressure. And when they don't come, all right, great, there you go. But everything is geared towards how are you going to handle the pressure, because you know it's going to come at some point. Coach Spagnoli has been very successful. They have a great program at Lake Forest. They're very good at what they do, and they do what they do very well. You know it's coming. You know that's the answer, and that's where you've seen that when the Cats have been able to get things picked up, that the Cats have answers to different things and just been a little close and also have connected on big plays too. You just got to make sure that you get a couple more times where the odds come in your favor off it, but you also know too they're going to get some in theirs. So it's just being able to also work on that mindset of it, of not getting too down and not getting too high, and to also get a chance to make them pay, because when they bring that many people, there's a lot of one-on-one opportunities.
Excellent.
Looks like La Vista does have single coverage on the left. Chambeau's looking that way. Oh, over the other shoulder.
Little crossed wires there between Quinn and Blaze.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yep. Thought we were zigging and we were zagging.
Guys, this will be a big drive here for the Cats D. Just more from the mindset standpoint here. At that point, a lot of football left here to be played tonight for the Wildcats. Get D a chance to hunker down and get the momentum coming back in the Cats' favor.
So 4:47 left in the third quarter. Lake Forest with a 21-15 lead. Back and forth affair here. Some big plays on both sides. But as Coach Davis was saying, good chance for the Cats now. Hunker down. Let's get the ball back.
Time for a turnover. We haven't seen a turnover.
Van Camp still a quarterback. Hand off to Hipple. He's got left side. Safeties come up and rally. Looks like it's still going to be a gain of about almost 8 yards.
8 yards. So, Coach Mix, though, how do you get your scout team to prepare for something that you don't do? Because we don't bring that kind of pressure.
No, we don't. I'll get back after this play. Another inside handoff. Hipple.
There we go.
Don't think he got it.
Nope,
Think
he's
he might
short,
be
hit behind the line.
You got to pick one or two things. I've always done one or two things in practice that you can emulate that the other team's going to do. You know they're going to do a lot of other stuff, but you got to pick your poison. You got to pick one or two things that you really got to focus on, and you just have your scout team just try to run them over and over and over again to become second nature. You know, keep it simple as that's my philosophy for it. Keep it as simple as possible. All right, 3rd and 1. Van Camp is right under center, and he is leaning that big body forward. Looked like the Philadelphia Eagles in their quarterback sneak.
Yep. Not like the Bears in their quarterback sneak.
Coach O'Neill, I just had the same comment.
Why do we have to go there,
Cheered up.
guys? We didn't need to go there.
Aye, aye, aye.
It's that time of year. I saw this. It's that time of year where a football team that doesn't even know I'm alive can make or break my attitude for the next 4 months.
Wait, you
Chicago
say that,
Bears.
You say that like it's not normal.
All right, 1st and 10. Here we go, Cats.
Cats bringing some pressure here.
Van Camp fakes the inside hand. He's looking. He's going deep. He's got a receiver with a step. Oh, couldn't quite get it.
Pretty good coverage there.
That was Tommy Bunick.
Tommy Bunick
Running
was
with
there. Wide receiver got just a little behind him, but it was close enough that that's a tough throw.
Guys, that's a long route to cover there by Tommy, too. Having to run all the way across the field, chase the cross route. Did a really nice job of staying in there with and contesting the catch.
Yeah, making that a hard catch to go. I feel like that's the first time we've seen anything of any distance not to 81 tonight.
I think you're. Angelos had one that was.
You're right. You're correct. Sorry. Thank
was
you.
a long crosser. All right, so 2nd and 10. Bunch formation to the right. Quick throw out.
Nice job.
And Cats are
flag. Usually a hold in something like that. Receivers were getting some blocks. Block in the back. I couldn't tell if it was block in the back or hold. I couldn't see what he did. You know what? That's why we hear from him.
You take it or not?
Block in the back.
3rd and 10 or?
On the offense, number 51.
Back.
10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I think you take them back. Longer field. Like you talked about earlier, their punting hasn't been great if you can hold them out here. Plus, as Coach Davis talked about earlier, they're not really set up for big plays. So you're hoping to keep them back, keep them pinned.
All right, so 2nd and a country mile.
Oh, McGrory coming in at nose.
Safeties are moving up a little. 2 receivers left, 2 right. He's throwing out into the flat. He's got Hipple out here. Made one guy miss. Got an extra 4 or 5 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 10.
Yeah, they gave him even more than that. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 maybe?
Oh, yeah, look at that spot. Much more manageable for them, right?
So you see Mason Marabella right up here on number 81. Press coverage. Got a wideout way spread out over the top, way up there.
There's 2 receivers out here and 1 DB.
Oh, they moved that time.
Yep.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 13. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Fool me twice. Nice job by the Cats to hold on that. The Scouts were definitely trying to get us to jump. And I stand corrected, by the way. Mason was on the number 1 receiver. 81 was the number 2, so Basic was over him. They flip the formation so the receivers who are on the right go to the left and vice versa. So we still have a linebacker on 81.
Yep,
Safety
2 right, 2
standing back
left.
at the 1st down.
And he's looking left, rolling right. He's going to
pull
run it. And he's got a 1st down.
He's got it. Tell you what, Coach, The scout sideline is fired up.
They are.
They
The
are.
student
They are
section is
going.
too.
The student section. They know that this is a big game because they're looking ahead of that schedule of the North Suburban Conference, same as we are, and wins are hard to come by. This is a game between two fairly evenly matched teams, as we're down to about 2 minutes here in the third.
2 receivers each side. Inside handoff.
Oof.
I think it was Garrigan. Nope, it was Murfield. Going to get about 4. Clock still running down to 1:55 in the third quarter. Brings up a 2nd and 6.
Scouts the line pretty quick here. But then taking their time.
Looking left. Cat's got pressure, gets away. Van Camp, first down, goes down at about the 44-yard line.
Not going to lie to you, that's the largest man I've ever seen slide to avoid contact.
Kind of an awkward slide.
Had some pressure, had some spots.
We talked about him not running a lot, but he's 2 big runs in this drive,
Right.
that's for sure. So it's down to the 44-yard line. Just about a minute left in the third quarter. 3 receivers, right, 1 left. Inside handoff to Hipple. He's got some room. He's going to bounce it out. Oh, we got a flag late. Looks like a hold
That'll
maybe
be a
on the
hold
receiver.
on number 11, yeah. You can tell because he's the only one talking to the ref about what happened.
And he threw up his hands.
Holding. Offense, number 11.
That's cheating.
10-yard penalty. First down.
It's not allowed. So that'll bring them back just a little bit before the original line of scrimmage, or a little bit behind the original line of scrimmage, rather.
So it looks like a 1st and 11. A bunch of receivers on the right. Van Camp by himself. Throws out a flat. He could throw it again. Short.
Nice job. Good coverage. It was there. The coverage was there on both guys because they swung somebody out here, too. Number 4, Garrigan. You see them swinging out here to the side.
There was nothing there.
No, nice job. Give the Cats credit. I mean, they got burned on a flea flicker, and you know Coach Budge was not pleased with that. Coach Davis, you brought it up, the trickeration. They still have a couple in their bags.
Probably about 1 more left if I had to guess, Coach. Joe Neal and Coach Mix.
All right, 2 receivers left, 2 right. 34 seconds left.
Good spot for it, though, too. Good call by Coach.
Throws out into the flat. Angelos again. He's had a pretty big game.
Yes, and that sets up a 3rd and very manageable for the Scouts.
Guys, to the Scouts' credit tonight, I know they've been very heavy on the run to start the year. The passing game really has been what's impressive by them. You got to give them hats off to them on that. It's been very crisp tonight. It's really kind of kept them here into this ball game.
Coach Davis, is their normal number 1 running back not on the field tonight? Is that what we're hearing?
I believe so.
So, I mean, they're taking what we're giving them, and those passes are available.
Trying to get the Cats to jump.
Discipline
3rd
again.
and 5. Coach Budge yelling.
Trying to get a free one.
Inside handoff.
Got him.
Going that
Nice
time.
job. Number 50, Owen McGrory, drags him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's big.
That'll take us down to the end of the third quarter. And it'll bring up a 4th and looks like about 6.
4th and long. Talking about the North Suburban Conference and what a quality conference it is. For the Daily Herald's top 20, Lake Zurich is at number 4. And they're our only one in the top 20. But others to watch are Stevenson, Warren, and us, Libertyville, at 2-1. And so those are quality teams in the mix. You know, and that's not even counting a Lake Forest. That's going to be a good team. Stevenson is, Stevenson is 2-1, and they're playing Warren this week, who's 1-2, and nobody in the state would want to play Warren right now. You can talk to any 8A team; they would not be pleased to have Warren as a matchup, and they're sitting at 1-2. Coach Joe Ravagni on the field down there, the best equipment man in the state, takes care of our guys, takes care of the coaches, does all of the hundreds of little things behind the scene that most of these guys don't even know need to get done.
All I know him as is Coach Joe.
Coach Joe.
Guys, we want to give a huge shout out to Megan and Pablo and our entire athletic training staff down here. They do an awesome job keeping everybody up to getting ready to pack out on the field as fast as they can.
It's awesome. Top-notch training crew. Had a visit from Ron Russ today, by the way. Speaking of training crew.
All right. So starting the fourth quarter, it's a 4th and 6.
Are they punting? They're
Yes.
punting. They're punting. We don't have a guy,
is.
but it's
And
a fake.
There's the fake.
And
Second
where'd he
effort.
step out?
Short.
Where'd he step
short,
out?
Short.
Stepped out.
Short.
Oh.
Nope, same first down. The second effort got it. Had to know that. I mean, we didn't even have a guy back. We knew what was coming. Just weren't able to quite get out there. That's a dagger right there. That's a tough one. So Cats defense will have to stay on. Scouts get a fresh set of downs at about the 35 as we're starting the fourth quarter here, and they're already up a touchdown. I would expect a heavy dose of
They're going to have trouble getting this playoff. 5 seconds.
Garrigan.
Van Camp. Inside handoff. Garrigan. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Nice job there by the Cats D. Had a great view of it down here in the field of them just bottling up, taking away that outside running lane that they were trying to bounce out to on that little duo outside zone-ish type play.
Cats bringing pressure, it looks like, from the outside.
Garrigan again.
Nice
Tries to go
job.
left. Cuts it back up. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 7.
I mean, this is clearly 4-down territory at this point, so you don't need to worry about picking up all 7, which makes it harder for the Cats because they need to defend the whole field. Need to watch for that underneath route. I would watch for 81 to do a little dig route right into the middle there.
Yep. Marquis is split out to the right. 3 receivers left. He's looking at Marquis. Oh,
That looked an awful lot like 81 doing a little dig route.
it sure did. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 7.
Punt team coming back out for Lake Forest.
Which means nothing, as we just saw, right? Still have to defend that.
3 receivers right. And he's running right. And he does kick it. Well, into the end zone.
Okay. Interesting decision.
So netted only what?
20 yards, 15 yards.
Yeah.
I
Not a fan?
don't understand what the positive of that was. I mean, because he wasn't even trying to lay it up necessarily.
All right, so here comes the Cats offense. Still chasing 6. 10:44 left in the fourth
All right,
quarter.
so but Cats D comes up
They
even
did.
after letting up that fake punt, holds them out. That's fantastic. Gets the ball back for the Cats at the 20.
2 receivers left, 2 right. It's like Boyd Hunt in the block.
Oh, they're bringing heat.
Oh, Shambo avoids it, and everyone's got his back turned. Yep.
Nice
Oh,
job.
goes,
nice
Quinn.
change of direction.
Out to the 45-yard line.
Oh, gee, no, he was down. He was down. I thought that was a shoe. The ball came out and it just like stopped dead. It didn't bounce. But he was down.
All the defensive backs had their backs turned. We're chasing
Yep.
our receivers.
And Quinn was running up on one to his right there that didn't even see him.
All right, so Cats out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. They're coming again. He's got Gavrick.
Oh, nice.
Is it Gav?
Good turn by Gav, too, to turn to the outside. Fundamental football. Good coaching right there.
Tell us why, Coach. Tell us why.
Well, because all the bad people who want to hit you are in the middle. Run away from people.
Run away from people?
That's exactly right, Coach O'Neill. Exactly right.
And it feels, you're like, oh, there's nobody there. I can make it. And then all of a sudden, John Q. linebacker comes through and takes a piece.
Another out into the flat for Gavrick. Good
Oh,
block,
nice
by
block by La
LaVista.
Vista.
Gavrick makes one guy miss and gets another 10 or 12 yards.
Blaze created the view, and Gavrick took it.
I can't follow that.
The
so-
view, that's La Vista.
Oh, I get it.
Good plays become great plays. Don't hold, though, there, Blaze. That was a little close.
All right, 2 receivers right again. Throwing, oh, tipped. A quick slant, but lineman or
Got a
linebacker
piece
got
of
a,
it, yeah.
got a piece of it.
Dangerously floating.
Hate to see that. So 2nd and 10. 3 receivers right. He's going to the one side. He's got Gavrick. Oh, Gavrick. Kind of hand fighting with that DB down in the corner there.
Just
Gav
couldn't
kind of
get it
gave himself a
on.
little bit of space. I thought he might be able to go up and get it. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Clearly 4-down territory, right, Coach?
For sure. Just a matter of, are you going to take a shot here? Are you looking for underneath? I wouldn't mind picking up a few here rather than taking a shot and leaving yourself a 4th and 10. But it's also a reason why I'm up here in the booth and Coach Shack is down calling plays.
DB bounces it outside.
Nope.
Going to gain maybe 3. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 6.
I have a feeling when they watch films on that one, offensive coaches are going to tell DB to hit the gap that the play is designed to go to. The blocking was there. It didn't look like it was there. It was a small hole, but it was there. DB bounced it to the outside, and there wasn't much blocking there, which is why he only picked up 3 or 4.
All right, Charlie Clark in the game. Tailback, 2 receivers right, LaVista left.
Charlie much more of an offensive threat than Boyd Hunt is.
Throw into the corner, he's open. Got him,
Touchdown!
LaVista. Wow.
Wow,
The offensive line picked that up.
they sure
Shambo
did.
stepped up, delivered it. LaVista with a 6-pointer.
And exactly what Coach David said before, the offensive line gave enough time, and that was a long route, and you're going to have a hard time keeping up with Blaze for that long.
Again, guys, great job with the offensive line up front, giving Quinn time to be able to step up and get it down there. Exactly what you guys just said.
All right, Ratner going for the conventional. Extra point here,
To go up by 1 for sure.
of course. Oh, no good.
Oh, nuts.
Off to the left. All right. That brings us 21-21. What a game. Back and forth, back and forth. Cats D have got to step up now, Coach.
Yep. And I know we keep harping on this, by the way, but that's one of the reasons why we often go for 2, because a kick at this level is not a guarantee. Almost any kicker at the high school level is not a lock. The ones who are different.
All right. Special teams need to do their job here. Looks like Hipple and Garrigan back.
Thank you. 7 plays, 80 yards for the Cats, and 131. That's, I think, what we call a efficient drive, right, Coach?
Sounds good.
Scouts in the same return formation here. That's Ratner who's doing the kicking for the Cats.
The band is bringing it.
Last one came up a little shorter than he usually does. Oh, again, that must be
Skipped it.
by design.
Off one.
They don't
Fielded
like
it about the 19 by Garrigan. He's bouncing it inside. He's got a hole. Got to contain.
They must not like the return that they're seeing versus our coverage. So
Jack
decided to
Trudelar
squib kick.
made the tackle, but I think it was 44 who held the contain and kept him inside. I think Jake Gimbert. Let's see. Nope. No, we're not going to be able to see it. Whoever it was, looked like he was going to bounce it outside, but the Cat made him turn it back up in. Trudelar cleaned it up.
So it is Logan Cisnewski out there too. He's battled through a whole bunch of injuries to get back out here on the field. It's nice to see him and those flowing locks doing their thing out there.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 39, 2 receivers left. Throws out to the flat. First catch that I can remember for Torian James.
I believe you're right.
And he's
coming up limping.
I'm always keeping my eye on Marquis out here.
For sure. Solo coverage.
Now he's got
Buick.
Tommy Bunick's got him.
But, I mean, an 8-yard cushion, which you have to give him. But once again, look for that little dig. Look for a slant. 2nd and short.
Inside handoff. Garrigan got a first down into Cats territory down to about the 49, 48-yard line.
Strader coming in. Miles Bateski coming in. Offensive lineman doing a job on defense also.
Got Marquis in the slot this time. A little closer to Van Camp. 2 receivers left, 2 right.
Cats look like they're just run. Oh, there we go. Brings a little blitz in from the backer. Nice coverage.
Still a gain of about 3. They bring up 2nd and 7. Clock down to 7:45 in the 4th quarter.
Couldn't tell who was on the coverage out there, Coach. Could you?
It's like number 8 Boyd Hunt from that outside
wow.
linebacker position.
Man.
Great job there by Boyd.
He got out there in a hurry. I assumed it was a defensive back. They moved so quick. Boyd Hunt, sneaky fast, buddy. Oh, again, they just looked.
Big hit.
Big hit, and again, you know what? Van Camp looked at 81, looked for him, and Boyd was on him like white on rice still. So that's why he had to pull it down.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7.
Logan Cisnewski hustling off.
Marquis in the slot to his right. 2 receivers left.
Caps changing some looks.
Angelos all the way out here on the right. He's made some big plays. And we got a flag.
Delay game.
That'll be 5.
Delay a game on the offense. Number 9. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
All right.
Didn't look like they were in much of a hurry to do that, did they?
Well, the Cats kept switching their formation. I didn't know if that was causing them to slow down or what, but going back to the same formation, Marquis in the slot and Angelos out here on the near side. Murfield in the backfield with him. Some pressure, he's going up. Come on, Tommy. Oh, no! Angelos went right over the top of Tommy.
Wow.
Thought Tommy had a pick.
That was great coverage.
Whew.
And that was just excellent coverage. That was a great catch. I mean, good ball. Give Van Camp credit. Good ball, but Tommy was right there. Oh. That's just how close this game is.
It is.
Like, I mean, you're 21-21 with 6 minutes left in the game.
All right.
That's a symbol of how close it is right there, that play.
Cats got to stiffen. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Inside handoff. Garrigan hit hard in the hole. Gain of about 4. Almost 5.
Now you got to start looking at the clock, start wondering what your options are.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6 for the Scouts.
Marquis way out to the left.
They're in no hurry, and we're up in press formation on him.
Inside handoff, Garrigan.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
bring up a 3rd.
3rd and 5, call it.
I think it's only about 3. So 3rd and 3. See where they finally spot it. At the 8, and they got to get across the 5, so 3.5, maybe 4. All right, Marquis still all the way out on Marabella. Single coverage. 1 slot receiver on that side. Cats walk up into the box, inside handoff. Oh!
Oh, close!
I think they stopped him. Oh, it's got to be close.
Looks like they're marking him short.
And they're starting the clock, so 4th down.
4th and 1. I mean, I think we'll see Van Camp go under center again here and try for a QB sneak. It's less than. I can't tell with the glare, Coach. How long is the spot there? What are they saying?
Well, they're putting the ball down at about the 7, the 6. So it looks like maybe a yard. I think they're going to take a timeout is what they're going to do.
Yeah,
They're going to run it all the way down.
Are they going to kick the field goal?
You got to think the way you were thinking, that Van Camp pushing forward, right? They can salt this away.
Timeout.
At least get the
Scouts.
Cats to use some of their timeouts.
Number 1
'cause they
in
only
the
have 2
second
left,
half.
Right?
Correct.
We've had to burn one
Yep.
on that on the offense early in the 3rd. So let's see what they come up with here. Band's doing their part down there.
Doing everything they can.
Wildcat football would like to say thank you to the varsity cheerleading.
Listen to that drum line.
It's a darn good drum
Bringing
line. Wonder who teaches that.
I don't know. I heard they got a good teacher though.
Well, we have a sec here. I want to announce the crew of the of Wildcat Productions, the people who are making Coach Mix Davis and myself sound and look decent. Our directors this game were Ethan and Finley. They're coming back out as the Cats and Scouts are coming back out for a very big play here.
They're going for it. Looks like they're going for it. Guessing he's going to go under center. Trying to get us to jump. Take the field goal.
Now they'll go. Now they'll snap it.
Inside handoff. No.
He did not get it.
I think he's short.
He did not
short,
get it.
Short,
He was
short,
down.
short.
Line judge has him marked down.
Short. Good stand. Let's see the replay. Oh, so who got him early in the backfield? Number, was that 23?
23. That's
Caleb Basic.
Caleb Basic wraps him up.
Whew.
All right, 350. Coach Davis, what are you telling your team on the sideline? He might not be able to hear us.
I don't think he can hear us. He's giving up the mic, Coach. I think it's out of battery, so just us. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from just across the 5-yard line. Two receivers right, 2 left. Hunt in the backfield. It's a keeper. Chambeau bounces. Good block. Out to the 20. That's a 1st down.
Nice
Stop
job.
that clock.
You know what? I like that because the Scouts aren't really looking for that right now. That's a design keeper. Quinn's going right from the get-go. A nice block by Boyd Hunt. Good little chip there by number 13, Nikolic. And Quinn gets us out of the shadow of our own end zone.
All right, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Clock down to 3:20.
Don't need to be in a hurry.
Throw out. Nikolic. Going to get out close to another first down.
They're just short, I think, of another first down. They're gonna
Second
mark
down.
them about a yard
Second and
short.
1.
So what I was saying is you don't need to be in a hurry here, but you also can't lollygag because there's 3 minutes left and you still have 70-plus yards to go. I'd like to see a shot here, second and short.
DBs are way off. Inside pitch, Sammy Seth trying to get the edge. Makes a guy miss, gonna get out of bounds and a first down.
First down, all right. Ran a long way to get 2 yards, but he got it.
Ran 50 yards to get 3. Good block on the outside, Boyd Hunt. And he had to make that one guy miss.
Just enough. Clock is going to start again here in a second.
Charlie
Easy
Clark
to say.
checked into the game and Hunt came out. Something for Charlie?
Could be. I mean, Charlie's always part of this offense, but might just be also.
Quick throw out into the flat.
Oof.
I
Nice wrap.
think it was Gavrick, but I think he still got 6.
Yep. Yeah, it was Gav. Quick out. So very methodical here. You know, I think the Cats offense is seeing the same thing you saw, Coach Nix, is the defensive backs are way off. Okay, fine. We're going to take. If we can get 5 or 6 at a time, we think we can find a big play in there.
All right, they called it 5, so it's 2nd and 5, right at the 35-yard line. Inside handoff, Charlie Clark, first down. First down.
Oof. He took a shot there too, man. He is one tough son of a gun.
Out to the
Officials
42-yard line.
timeout. Defensive player number 55 must be removed from 1 down.
His helmet came off or something?
Please reset the play clock to 40 seconds.
All right, first down.
Coach Thompson and Coach Zerkowski over there on the play clock, getting their call for the game.
2 receivers right, 2 left, inside.
Oh, no,
fumble!
no.
He got it back.
Oh, Nikes.
There's going to be a loss of 1. Could have been a lot worse. Down to 2 minutes.
So Cats totally control their destiny here with a tie game under 2 minutes left. Under 2 minutes left. I'd really like to see a little bit more urgency.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. No, 3 left, 1 to the right. Hand off to Clark again, up the middle, picking his way. Got about 3 and gets swarmed under. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 8.
Chewing up an awful lot of clock.
Minute
with
30
hands
left.
off. I think we got to get in the air here pretty quick.
They're going to make it 3rd and 6. So a nice little run by Clark there.
Yeah, it gets back what we lost on the fumble and a little bit more. But
Here we go. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Fake inside handoff. Shambo avoids it. Going down the right side. He's got Seth. Oh!
whoa,
Diving try.
man, how many today
Woo.
have been right off fingertips?
I don't know how he made that throw, man. He spun out of that from that blitz, rolled out to his right, and delivered the ball. You know, Seth kept running.
Yeah, he did. You're absolutely right.
He ran through it. All right, that's going to bring up a 4th and 6. So what's going on here, Coach? What do you do?
I mean, there's still a minute left. Clock is stopped.
Can't give him a short field.
They are punting. Nice high punt.
High punt. Into the end zone.
Still 80 yards in 50 seconds.
Got to find Angelos, and you got to find Marquis, right? Those are the 2 that hurt
Right,
us.
yeah. And that's what has hurt us. Those are the two players who've hurt us. I mean, the tricky part is, and this is something I always try to remind our guys when I was coaching, is that you still only have 11. You can't cover every spot on the field, so you want to cover where it's most dangerous, where they're most likely to make a big play. Whether that means people, whether that means an area, you have to give something up. They're going to get yards because you only have 11 and you can't cover every spot. Take away where the damage is. So find Marquis. And he's coming towards us.
And so is Angelos on the outside of him. Two receivers left, two right. Quick throw onto the flat to Marquis. Oh, he dropped it, or it's a fumble?
Drop.
Oh.
Incomplete. Nicely done.
They've thrown a couple of those backwards passes. I want to make sure that that one was actually forward. So 2nd and 10, 49 seconds to go. Same alignment. Angelos Marquis out here to his right. Van Camp in the shotgun. Got a little blitz coming. Van Camp steps up, and he's chucking it. We can get this. Oh! Threw it up for grabs a little bit there, Coach. Blaine LaVista.
I think there's a flag down. Can't tell what that is. Yeah, that was an opportunity right there. Lays in.
There's no foul on the play for the passer. Threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Got a little bit of a. Yep, he did. Just before the 20, he can let the ball go. All right, so 3rd and 10. Clock stopped again.
3rd and 10, yeah.
Stop him here, get a timeout or an incomplete pass, get the ball back. They're going to run it. Inside. Uh-oh. Come on.
No.
Step up. He's got the first down, and he's out of bounds. That hurt.
That's tough.
Yep.
Had him wrapped up, had a chance to stop that. They're going to get a couple shots now.
Still got 2 timeouts. Out to the 37-yard line. Looks like Marquis in the slat out to the left this time. Angelos far left. 2 receivers to the right. Throws a quick slant.
Oh, bobbled a little bit.
Yep.
LaVista brings him down, corrals him. Looks
Number
like they're
40.
Give a first down.
Number
Oh,
48.
timeout.
We tell you who that was.
Timeout,
We don't have them
Scouts.
On the,
Number
roster.
2 in the half.
Quick close there by LaVista to make the tackle. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 at about the 46-yard line. I have no idea about the range for the kicker.
Well, I think the fact that they were going for it on 4th and 1 from the 5 probably tells you there's not huge confidence.
41-16, Warren over Stevenson.
Oh, wow. 41-16. Wow. Thank you to Coach Fischel for giving us that announcement.
Warren's on a little bit of a roll.
They looked good last week.
All right, big receivers are out left. Looks like single coverage out there, Coach.
Got 3 guys just playing deep so nobody gets behind us is the idea.
He's looking left. He's throwing it up. Oh! Almost picked off. Hayden Kuntz.
Nice play by Hayden, making sure that doesn't go anywhere.
I like the way that the defense kind of hid that. Kuntz was closer to the middle, but as soon as the ball was snapped, he headed right out to that area.
They're just having those guys stand back there playing center field right now, making sure nothing gets behind them.
It's 3rd and 1. Inside handoff. Hit in the backfield, but falls forward I think they're going to give him a first down. Down to 17.6 seconds. Lake Forest clocks it.
So are they going to take a shot downfield? Is that why they clocked it? Wait, wasn't that fourth down? Oh, they just didn't move
They
the
didn't move the
sticks.
sticks yet.
They just didn't
It
move
should
the
be
sticks.
second down.
All right, I thought it was fourth. I thought they got the first, but they didn't change the sticks.
Yep.
So they're going
The
to
ruling
take a
on the
shot.
field was that the runner advanced for a first down. Following the first down play, the quarterback successfully intentionally grounded the ball. Second down.
Thank you for the explanation.
Yeah.
Got a safety high over there. Get some pressure. He's running. He gets out of bounds. They might have a shot at a field goal. 5.6. They're down to the 39.
Got time for one more.
56.
Got time for one more play.
Yep. Feels like a throw it up into the end zone.
Yep. I mean, that's what they were looking for there.
And Lake Forest is going
Timeout.
to get a timeout.
Scouts. Third and final of the half.
So total prevent here.
Yeah. I mean, just keep those guys back. You'll rush your three guys. Make sure you got guys stayed under for trickeration, that you're not missing anything there.
Once he gets that big body going, he's not slow.
No, he's not. And he's smart, heads up play, getting out of bounds
Yep.
too. Like, not worth getting the extra 3 yards.
Looks like Strader and La Vista are going all the way back.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, bunch wide over here.
4 right, 1 left. Throwing it down there. Knocked down. Nice play by Marabella. Was knocking it down. So we got overtime. First overtime game we've had in a while.
For the intermission period, please put 3 minutes on the clock.
We got a 3-minute break here. Get ready for overtime. All in all, a real good game. Back and forth, back and forth. Cats hanging in there. Got some good defensive stops. Both teams have had some big plays. But down here in the fourth quarter, got a little bit of a slog. Both teams were really trying to get push that last one across and couldn't get it done. Student sections are still pretty full. It is kind of a cold night out here tonight. So I think some of the parent sections, other fans have vacated their seats. Coach Jones in the center of a huddle here with all his players. Referees talking to both coaches, both sidelines. Captains are coming out. See who's going to get the ball first. Charlie Clark representing the Cats. Looks like Thomas Aberly for the Scouts. I think we'll have another coin toss. Referee still giving instructions. There's the flip. All right. Looks like we're getting ready to go here. Okay, it looks like the Cats.
The Scouts have won the toss. The Wildcats will begin the extension of the fourth period going towards this end zone.
There isn't much wind. The Cats are going to be going north. Lake Forest is going to be going south. So right to left on our screen for the Cats. All right, ball's going to be placed on the 10-yard line. Cats offense coming out. Both teams get to possess the ball. See where we stand after the two possessions. Got La Vista and Gavrick out far right. Charlie Clark in the backfield. Chabot inside handoff to Charlie Clark. He bounces it out. Stiff arm. He's heading for the end zone. He's down. They're calling him down at about the 1. Yep, down at the 1. Here comes the second play. Push forward, Chambeau getting pushed. There it is. Touchdown, Wildcats. So we'll see what they do for the extra point here.
I think they're confident enough, and Ratner will come back and go ahead and get this one.
Ooh, low snap. Ratner got up and through. Cats are up. Here we go.
Okay, defense has got to do the job now. Short field. Plays well into the Scout strengths here. I'll be curious to see what Coach Budge has in store.
After the first set of them, do you have to go for 2, or is that
I think it's
only
after
in college?
I think it's only in college.
We have not had many overtime games.
This might only be the second one I've ever called in all the years of doing this.
All right, here we go. Single coverage out here with Marquis.
Marabella up in press, but man, he's got no help.
Inside handoff, Garrigan. He's up across the 5.
He's in.
He's in.
Now, do you go for 2 if you're Lake Forest? No, they're bringing in the kicking unit.
A lot of pressure on the kicking unit, right, Coach? You were talking about it.
There is. A lot of pressure to get that snap, that hold, that kickoff.
Timothy Dan, the kicker.
Oh,
Chipped it up and good.
not very pretty, but it got the job done. Doesn't matter if you score in 1 play or in 4. So the offense, a quick
Clock
turnaround.
operator, please put 2 minutes on the clock.
So we get 2 minutes between
2
possessions
minutes
here.
between each one. So, Coach Mix, overtime.
Overtime.
What message do you give to your team about overtime?
What message do you give to your team about overtime?
About how to handle it, about what to do. And I mean, I know the sports are different, but the message has got to be pretty similar.
Well, it does. Just got to be careful of what was going on when you're getting to overtime. I mean, a lot of times one team has made a big comeback, and if you're on the side that's made the comeback, you want to keep that momentum going, so you want to keep attacking. But if you're on the side that was getting rolled up on, you got to exude the confidence that you have an idea of what we could do better in order to stop them. So, you know, football's a little different animal here. I'm not quite sure what they're going to tell them, but it looks like they're going to go off for another coin toss, or they. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, to decide who goes first in between everyone.
Okay.
But you see Coach Jones and Coach Spagnoli, two veteran coaches, they don't need to wait till the end of 2 minutes for this. They're like, all right, let's go. Let's call this. Drum line doing its thing.
Looked like the Eagles beat up on the Vikings tonight.
Oh, really?
Thought that's what I saw.
Okay, we're going to the south end zone, and it looks like it'll be our defense. It's hard to tell because so many guys go both ways. I had to wait till I saw about 6 or 7 numbers out
Take
there.
that back. It's 27-21 Eagles, 4:35. So Vikings have made a little bit of a comeback. As a Bears fan, kind of hoping for an Eagles win.
Oh, yeah. Enjoyable seeing the Vikings lose, for sure.
Yeah, that's a shame. Moving to the other end zone, so here go all the cheerleaders and all the flags, and the whole team is down here.
Everything moves. There's Coach Davis with John Woods, athletic director, Tom Colentas, our principal, Ray Albin, associate principal. They're working their way down. Pastor Bob Davis on the sideline also, long time.
I'm thinking they're going to run it again, right?
Why wouldn't you? You scored on the
Marquis
first
down
one.
here in single coverage, but Hippel's in the backfield. Yep, inside handoff to Hippel. Got him that time.
Got him that time.
Don't, there you go, let him go. I think there was
Big play there. First down stop is huge.
I think it was Van Boning. Rhett got a hold of him there.
RVB. That just puts so much more pressure on the offense right now because you're counting and there's not a whole lot not a lot of time left, not a lot of opportunities left. Hardstead down there with the band. The band wearing Highland color sweatshirts kind of threw me off.
We've got a safety over the top now for Marquis and Angelos. He looks left into the flat.
For Hippel, oh, big pop.
Gonna bring up down to the 2.
So tough coverage there. Basic was out in coverage, had to go a long way to get out into that flat on Hippel. Nice big pop coming over.
All right. Third and 2. Hand off to Hippel. Head of steam.
No, he's stopped.
All right, 4th down. See where they mark it. If the marker's right, no, he's moving it now. It's got to be closer. So about 1.5 yards, coach. Nope, moved it again. Looks like about 1/2 yard now.
Yeah.
He kept sliding down. Whew.
Every ball has been to Hippel in their overtime.
And the one sneak they tried, they didn't get it. That was Van Camp, right?
Yep.
Timeout.
Timeout. Coach
Cats.
Bug says, hold on.
Timeout, Wildcats.
Problem is the way Hippel's been running, you can't bring a linebacker out. You have to keep him to contain because Hippel's been so successful at bouncing. Like if our line does the initial job of stuffing him up, he's been pretty good at bouncing out. So you've got to keep backers in there. So you can't walk somebody out to put a double coverage on 81.
Right. You can't think they're going to throw it here. I mean, if you're Coach Budge, well.
No, I mean, you think they're staying on the ground, just where are they going with it?
Yeah. If you're the offense, you want a play that's going to hit a hole quick. You don't want to try to bounce it outside. It's too easy for a linebacker or someone to shoot the gap. And
for sure. But, I mean, that's also we're going to be stacking our defense in the middle, I would imagine.
Right.
We'll just have guys on the outside to contain. So I mean, that's the chess match here. Where are you going?
See if Van Camp is under center like he was before. He is. It looks like a long yard, doesn't it?
It does. They're going to hand off.
Nope, nope. Unless he rolled off. Nope.
No, it's saying he's down. The stop. Kent's got the stop.
Wow. Had the initial stop. I couldn't tell if he was going to
I
be able
know.
to roll off that left side and get in. The line judge on the far side said no. Right there, we had him.
Right there, his knee goes down.
Nice. All right, Cats, here we go.
That knee went down just before the ball crossed, I think. So
That was a big stop. All right, here we go. So a lot of Charlie Clark 3 times.
I mean, I can't disagree with that play calling at all. I don't want to get too fancy with it. Don't want to be clever with it. But the tricky part is your best playmakers are on the outside. Charlie, just hold the football with 2 hands, please.
He did. All right. So lost to 2.
Oh, he's trying to see where the kicker is down here. Where's Ben Ratner? There he is, a couple of his teammates already talking to him.
All right, here we go. Moved it out to about the 12, almost 13-yard line. Clark up inside that time. Some
Nicely
positive
done,
yards,
down to
almost
the
down to
5.
the 5. Yep, mark him at the 6. So 3rd and goal to go from the 6.
So I think you're absolutely right. We'll see again. Depends what side Ratner likes to kick from. They might even just have Quinn Chambeau run it to the middle and take a knee.
Push forward into the middle.
Yeah,
He's not under center.
just got to protect the football.
Send handoff Clark again. He bounces. He's going to get wrapped and turn back. Another loss of maybe 2. That's going to bring up a field goal from about the 9, so call it 19, 26-yarder.
26-yarder.
Here comes Ratner.
Oh, somebody's down.
Hope it's not Charlie. He looked like he might have got bent backwards a little bit.
I don't see him walking off the field, so my guess would be that is him. So Coach Ori talking to the guys. So, we have a quick. Oh, he's up.
Oh,
Oh, he's not coming off under his
looks
own
like
power.
the lower body, though, right?
Yeah. He's favoring one of his legs. So Ben Ratner will line it up for about a 26-yard field goal from the left hash.
Gav to hold.
All right, Ratner, let's go.
They're really overloading that right side of the line.
Like Forrest calls a timeout
Time-
to ice Ratner.
Timeout, scouts.
Stay nice and calm here. You just have to think of how many times you have executed this, how many times you've practiced this. Coach Henneberry giving some last words to the guys out there, making sure everybody knows when the ball is going to be spun back, because there's not so much a count on a field goal as it goes as when the center's ready. So they're going to have something together so they know when that's going to happen. Make sure everybody knows their blocking assignments. You want to take every variable out of this that you can for Ratner. So all he has to do is keep his head down and kick the ball. He has such a sweet leg swing when he makes good contact. It just looks like a pitching wedge, just so effortlessly through his motion. If only there was a fan watching at home who was a collegiate kicker who could give us some insight on this.
Overload this left side. It's looking to try to come around the edge. Those blocked.
Shoot.
Big block.
Pressure came right from the middle, too, it looks like. We just got pushed back. So now we got to do it again.
Please put 1 minute on the
down to 1
scoreboard.
minute now.
We will not start the 1 minute until the player is removed from the field.
Wow. Helped off.
Right.
I'll say what he didn't. Helped off the field.
And the injury to Charlie Clark makes this that much trickier also because he is your primary backfield weapon right now. Coaches trust him with the ball in his hand.
I see DB down there trying to shake out his hamstring, so I don't know if that has kind of held him back a little here. But
I mean, when you start going to your third running back, that's usually tricky. Because not only are you concerned about the toughness, even just knowing the plays and making sure you know where to go gets trickier when you get down to that third running back who's not getting as many reps. So we'll get another coin toss here in a moment. At least presumably, I think we will. So our Wildcats production team, like I said, our directors have been Ethan and Finley, but I think Luke was in the second half, actually. We had Kanoa, Liam, Callie, Colin, Jack C, Peter B, Caroline.
and they're waving at you now on the screen.
Oh, nice. There we go. Doing the job.
Hey, there's another one. All right.
Henry, Matthias, Mark, Finley, Emma, Jack, N, and Jack H. And then, of course, we have Dan Treptow and Jack in there, Jack Holland helping us out. So really nice job by everybody. And going into OT, doing the extra miles tonight, Wildcat Productions. Nice job. You know what? Go ahead and double your pay for tonight, you guys. You earned it, I think.
Yep. All right. Lake Forest ball. Switched back to the north end zone.
Strange things are happening.
Strange things are afoot.
I think it's going to be Wildcat ball, it looks like, from where Lake Forest is lining up.
Looks to me like I don't know what's going on.
I think Lake Forest is lining up defensively.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So DB is back in the game at running back. Glad to see he's all right.
Yep. I don't see Charlie even getting worked on.
He's standing over here with his helmet
Oh,
off.
there he is. Yep.
The throw. Oh, that's
cheating.
interference, right?
Yeah,
there we go.
it's coming in. So it'll be half the distance, so it'll be first down from the 5.
And we are way far away from that play, and we could even see it from here. La Vista turned that corner and just got run over by the DB.
And you know what? Hats off to the DB because he was beat like he stole something, and like you're better to give off 5 yards and give up a touchdown right there. They get a chance to make another play here. It's half the distance, fellas.
Numbers are hard, Coach. Numbers are hard.
Defensive pass interference. Result of the foul is half distance to the goal, first and goal.
Okay, so now you've got 4 downs from the 5-yard line to punch it in.
Two receivers way out. One right, one left. DB in the backfield. Gonna throw. Back shoulder throw.
Oh, did he hold on to that?
No. Threw his, couldn't quite get his hands on it. It's totally back corner throw, back shoulder throw.
A lot of pressure on DB back there right now, too. Even if they don't give him the ball, on blocking.
Sure.
Because Charlie Clark and Boyd Hunt do a heck of a job with that. And he's got to step up and be able to do that.
Well, this is the third overtime, right?
Yep.
Third overtime. Second and goal from the 5.
Man, the Scouts are packing it in.
Another throw.
Oh, little miscommunication there. Or did somebody slip?
I think
can't
LaVista,
tell. Yeah, it looks like LaVista slipped.
Slip coming out of his break.
All right, so third and goal from the 5. I'd really like to the coaches not to have to make a decision about whether you go for a field goal. Between Ratner missing one extra point and then one getting blocked, that's a tough decision here.
All right. DB in the backfield.
Nobody
Two
left.
receivers right. Handoff. DB's going to try to, no, gets dragged down. That's Angelos again. He's quite an athlete. All right, fourth and goal. Lost another 2, so it's going to be around the 7, I think, Coach? Yep, looks like 7.
Looks like they're going for it. Ratner is still down here on the sideline. Sammy Seth is coming in. Luka Nikolic. Oh, nope, they're calling Ben in now. Got to put the points up. But, man, confidence has got to be a little shaky right now after getting one block that could have won it. Directly on the left hash. Come on, line, do your job, fellas. Is there a timeout called before that?
Making this signal, Coach. I don't
Dead
know.
ball. Play a game on the offense.
Man.
Number 18. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
That hurts. Got to do it again.
I mean, he had the leg. There's no doubt about that. It's just a matter, can we get the blocking long enough to keep that Ben can get it off. It's a lot of work for a high school kicker tonight, Coach.
Absolutely.
All right, Ben, come on. High snap.
Up
No problem.
and wide.
Oh, no! Oh, I
Wide
thought
left.
that was in. Oh. All right, defense, got to do it now. Oh. And for those of you who don't know him, Ben is a tremendous kid. He's a yes sir kid, does his work, does his job every day at practice in the classroom. That's really hard to see right there.
Teammates patting him.
Oh,
They
that's
might need
tough.
him again, right?
Yep.
Come on.
All right, defense, got to do it. That puts a little pep in the step. Lake Forest is in the bunch.
Inside handoff.
There
Big
we
tackle.
Caleb.
Yep. Basic got him.
Loss of 1, it looks like, on the play. All right, need it again. Pick your guy up. Let's go, Cats.
Marquis, bunch to the right, bunch formation. Marquis at the front of it, Angelos in the back. Watch out for the bubble screen here. Handoff. Oh! Looked like, I think it was Garrigan again, down to the 5.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you got to take one down at a time here. You got to keep them out of the end zone. And then, depending what they're doing, I mean, they haven't showed any field goal aptitude today. that they want to bring that guy out, but need to stop here first before you can think of 4th down. Make someone other than their big 2 beat you.
Garrigan, inside handoff. He's bouncing right. Got a hand on him. Push through. No, marking him down.
4th
at
down. Inside the 1. I mean, his shoelace is touching the goal line, the line judge. 4th down, they're bringing in the kicking unit. I mean, this is a PAT. This is even shorter than a PAT.
Let's get a block.
Yup.
Let's get a block.
Timeout by Coach Jones, I'd imagine. Ice the kick.
No,
here.
don't snap it.
Whoa.
Timeout, Wildcats.
Whoa. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't us.
That was the official. Wait, who's yelling at us?
Official is yelling.
Usually people are yelling at me to stop. So Scouts will have essentially a 17-yard field goal. 10 yards for the end zone, 7 yards back. I mean, it's practically on the goal line. Whew.
What about next week? Since we're talking, where are we going next week?
I don't know, Coach.
Too wrapped up in this game?
Yeah, I had it and I don't know. Okay, so they're lining up. They're right at the 7-yard line, it looks like. Kicker setting up. This is a tough way right here. Let's go, Cats. Let's get one. Nope.
Left. Up and in.
So in overtime, Scouts pull off 31-28 victory. They're mobbing each other on the field. Cats come up just short, had opportunities, had a lot of balls just off fingertips, had a lot of opportunities, had guys trapped, and then second efforts, they were able to push them out. Just came up short. That's a tough one for the Cats. These are 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and obviously going into 4 overtimes. Coach Mix, thoughts?
Tough one, but you got to bounce right back. I mean, these are conference games, right?
Yep.
Conference games. I mean, we had those 2 nice wins at the beginning of the season, both non-conference wins, but you got to bounce back. You got to let this one go, right? Both teams had opportunities. Came down to 1 play, and just don't have time to hang your head. You got to come back and work.
Both teams had opportunities in overtime too that
Absolutely.
were missed opportunities before that final. So nice job there. Right, you tip the cap to the Scouts. As Coach Davis said, they practice every day too. Cats got to come back, regroup, and get ready to go again. So on behalf of Dan Treptow and all of Wildcat Productions, for Coach Davis, who did such a good job tonight, his mic ran out of batteries. Thank you to the band, to everybody else. Coach Mix, pleasure as always. Good to be back here.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Thank you. This is Kevin O'Neill, and we'll talk to you guys on the next broadcast. Thank you.